It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing up my face. Looking good, only thing to say is boop, boop, boop. My big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? Getting kind of sleepy. Ate too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
Yep, that was Haywood Banks. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, Christy.
Hello, Chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. NFL hangover. Oh, yeah.
Is it the sweetest hangover?
I might be suffering from carbon monoxide. I had a fire going all weekend. I'm not sure. I got this headache, and I can't wake up. Other than that, I'm good. Here's Tom.
Properly vented, I hope.
Oh, sure, yeah. Going up the, what do they call that? The
Chimney?
Flu?
Flu, that's it.
Maybe you got the flu.
I might have the flu.
Well, there you go. But seriously. It's good to see you. So you are a big fan of the Washington Football Club, now known as the Commanders.
Nope, don't say that. Washington.
They had a nice victory, I understand.
Yeah, they won, beating Houston. They could have easily lost to Houston, but Houston was the name of the city where they play. Is Houston.
Oh, my God.
Houston.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Oh, like it's a new thought.
Yeah.
There we go.
Feel better now?
Yes. Oh, my God. And we're off. A new week begins.
Now, tell me more. I attended an NFL game yesterday.
No, you tell me more.
Whoa, you went to a game?
You went to a game?
Wow.
You out on a weekend?
You should have heard it. He goes to an NFL game, and you should have. I will correct him. He told me off the air what he was just impressed with, but I will.
Chick and I have something in common. For example, I like to get, if I'm flying somewhere, I want to get there really early.
Sure. You got to.
And I feel the same way about going to a major sporting event. I hate arriving as the national anthem because there's so much fun stuff going on in the pregame.
I mean, Chick, if you don't get there early, how can you bother people that work at the airport? And that's his favorite thing to do, is just bother innocent people.
Wanders around, gets his tennis shoes cleaned.
I enjoyed all of the stuff going on. I was there with my 9-year-old daughter.
Cool.
We were later joined by the late arrivers. We had and Willie was
Who were the late arrivers?
His other daughter.
My 6-year-old had a basketball game.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, there were only four little kids on her team. The other team had 6, so they played 5 against 4. Next time, just
Why wouldn't you do
donate.
4 against 4?
Donate one of the kids to the other team.
Yeah.
There's 6.
Hey, would Adolph Rupp have done that, coaching Kentucky? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Damn kids have to learn.
Right.
You think Bobby Knight would have said, here you go, coach. Take one of mine. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
There's a 7th grader wearing a red sweater just yelling at all the children.
No.
Throwing tiny chairs.
Come on.
There's 6, for God's sake.
I don't care. care if they're 2.
Why are you playing on a Sunday? That seems...
Well, that's why there were only 4 people on the team.
That's
Half
crazy.
the team was probably at the football game.
Or church. Come on. You can't do that.
Sunday is the Lord's Day.
That's right. Day of rest.
Or it might be-
The game was at the church.
It might be Saturday,
It was a
depending
nooner.
on
The point is,
what your last name is.
I enjoy the spectacle. There's also a technical thing of interest.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so you enjoy the spectacle before the game, but during the game...
I was telling Chick, there is literally 12 minutes of action in 3 hours.
What have I told you?
There is
What
so
have
much.
I told you?
But I enjoy it. It's a constant sideshow. No matter what's going on, we appear to have a fatal injury in the team. But wait a minute, we've got a guy playing. Can you hit the?
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
I don't want to stir up trouble, but the last time he went to a game, didn't he complain about...
He complained about the music.
Yeah, and he complained about all the sideshow items.
He shouldn't be allowed in public. It's so frustrating.
That's
I
not
think
true.
that's the larger point.
That's not true. What I said
And
was,
he won't stay home. He's out driving around, as Josh would say,
Right.
magooing from place to place.
You don't even like going to these events, and
No.
then you go to them, and then you ruin them for people that want to go to the event.
no, I had a good time.
Exactly right.
What I was saying before was when
I'm all
Willie
fired
and I
up.
were doing the play-by-play thing, at whatever it is, the announcing at the high school game, I really enjoyed that as well. There's something about having that thing where they have a band and it's fun and it's not "We will rock you" on the PA every 2 minutes.
Okay.
Just like a little, I just like a little originality. Do we have to do "Sweet Caroline" because they do it in Boston? And I did. Everyone who went dot dot. I put them on my list.
I'm sure.
You're a jackass. You are too. Okay.
I'm sure I'm in the minority, but I have said this I can't remember the last game I went to in person. I have the best seat in the house at my house, especially when High Def came in. I'm not going anywhere.
But you didn't get what I got.
But the attendance at the games is not being heard, so I'm in the minority.
I did enjoy it.
I don't
what I
believe
can't
you.
figure out is the guy behind me.
Here we go. Here we go.
Is it the Australian guy? Is it the Australian guy?
No.
Did you get in a fight at the game?
No. I chatted with him a couple of times.
I bet you.
He and it was interesting because he was sitting next to a guy who was from the other side.
Oh, Dirty Birds fan.
Oh, I hate that.
He was a fun guy, and
Phil
at the
Philadelphia.
end I turned him over. I
He
turned
was
to
a
him and
fun
said,
guy.
"Well,
He was a mushroom.
at least you had the decency not to cover." But this guy behind me was clearly intoxicated.
Yeah, I hope he had the Colts in the
and
point.
kept downing beers, which is fine. And then when it was over, he picked up all of his. They were
Empties?
The metal bottles.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I believe the
aluminum
Ball
ones.
Company
Yeah.
makes an aluminum
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
beer. It's recyclable.
And he dropped a few of them, but I counted only because this guy never got up to go to the toilet.
No kidding.
Yeah, the whole time. This guy never left.
Can I ask you, is it possible he did go to the bathroom, you just missed it?
No,
That's not possible.
How many bottles?
he had 7.
Wow.
And I noticed because he was having some serious
veteran
problems
parters
moving.
Veteran partiers know. Christy will back me up.
Can
on
you
this.
do 7 beers and not go pee in 3 hours?
You're better off because once you break the seal, you're done. You got to go like every 20 minutes.
Yep, every beer you got to pee.
Hang on, this is a new medical concept for me. Breaking the seal?
Breaking the seal. Start
You
your
never heard
urinating.
that?
Oh yeah, you've never heard that.
No.
Are you serious?
Is this legitimate medical fact?
Of course.
Well,
It's just as legitimate as the 5-second rule. You drop food on the ground, you pick it up in 5 seconds. It's good to eat.
Well, it depends which room you're in.
No, it's on the ground. Don't eat it. Okay, I don't care if it's on there for a half second. Anyway,
So we had a good time.
Well, I'm glad to hear
good.
that.
And stayed for the whole game. Yes, thank you very much.
how was? Did you leave your car running during the game?
No.
snacks.
I had, what did I have? Popcorn. It was delicious. And hot dog. Very nice.
Perfect fare for the game, huh?
Did you have a bottled water instead of a beer?
As a matter of fact, I had several bottles of water.
Very good.
When you ask for a hot dog, do you say hot dog or do you say like Frankenfurter or something old timey and weird?
How are those made? Tell me, are those Red Hots fresh? Water.
Please tell me the Frankfurters are steamed, I would hope, along with the buns.
I'll tell you what, there's no better place to eat a hot dog than at a game.
Oh, sure.
They're the best.
And they're the raunchiest hot dogs on the face, but they're so good.
They were great.
They're just delicious. Yeah.
So good.
I would contend I could probably eat more hot dogs sitting at a game than I could in some kind of a contest. There's just something about it. They're just delicious.
How many did you have, Chunkles?
I had one, and then I did have Finn's last bite.
Oh, okay.
She was distracted, and I just reached over.
Hey, now's the time to teach her to keep her head on the swivel. Yeah. You have to. Yeah.
They had big fun.
That's a good way to teach her about taxes. Well, this portion's mine.
Oh, yeah.
Get used to it.
Well, this is a short week for most of us because, of course, Thanksgiving is coming up. And we had opened up with a Haywood Banks turkey tribute. God, I just love that song. Guitar players out there, try to learn to play that one. Wow, there's a lot going on with that thing. We have some interesting stuff coming up in the news, including from the world of science. There's been this huge international conference, and I doubt there are a lot of hookers there. It's a bunch of scientists deciding about sizes.
Sizes?
And
sizes of what?
Well, everything. They agree on certain sizes.
Okay.
You know, a meter is a meter, et cetera,
What?
et cetera. Yeah, I know. I can see you're glazing over in the eye area. But there's
you said prostitutes, then you said sizes, so I'm thinking penis size.
I'm just assuming a convention like this, there probably haven't been, it's not exactly.
Or opening size.
Not exactly.
Is it too large?
Yeah, we'll find out about
Mine's
that.
as big as a hat. Isn't that
Coming up, King Charles makes his first edict.
Oh, fun.
You'll see how much power he has.
Prima nocta?
Yeah. We've got sheep in the news. A stupid bank robber.
I got an email real quick that we have to address this maybe when we come back. This is from Nick. Hello, Bob and Tom. I've been a fan of your stuff for a good 10 years now.
Oh.
I listen to you guys. I'm always busting a gut. You guys are hilarious and make my day more enjoyable. I am from Montreal, Canada. I know Tom and Christy left the show, but I still love it. Happy holidays. now, I know things are different in Canada, but
that's because you translate in French. In French, my name, Tom, is Bob.
Could be both.
Yes.
Ain't that a hell of a thing?
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I miss Christy.
Montreal's spectacularly beautiful. And Montreal's not too far from Buffalo.
Gino Vanelli taught us that. All those nights in Montreal.
I just want to stop.
I just want to stop.
Thank you very much. Chick going to do that as a duet. He puts on that wig that Gino used to have.
Chest hair Merkin.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
He had a lot of hair, didn't he?
Oh, Gino?
Yeah.
Great singer. Now
Gorgeous
we have,
man.
Coming up, we have in sports, what is it again?
NFL, we had exciting finishes yesterday. We had an NFL record set. Aces Raiders, a walk-off touchdown to Davante Adams, which means the Vante. And the Pokemon card is because Tom likes the topic, and I can't get rid of him. So wait a minute,
did Ace's team win?
Yeah.
Duh.
Sure as hell did. There's a caveat.
In your face.
They beat the Broncos.
I see.
Which are, remember Russell Wilson last week? It was revealed he was yelling. He was using Seahawks audibles at the line.
Oops.
That's where he played before he
Forgot what team he was on.
And tickets for the Browns game were $10 to $30.
And I heard didn't it sell 50,000 seats in an hour?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's the one that was the Bills and the Browns in Detroit.
Oh, yeah. It's 6.5 feet, almost 7 feet of snow at the stadium.
Yeah, did you see the thing where they took, what's his name, Josh?
Josh Allen?
Josh Allen. They took a picture of Josh Allen. I guess he's 6'5".
6'6".
And they had a snowdrift next to him, and you couldn't see his head. That's so much snow.
They showed fans plowing this player's
that
houses.
was cool. Yeah. The Bills Mafia went out and rescued players.
Yeah, so they could come.
Scooped them out, as they said in Buffalo.
It's all coming up, but right now.
Raycons, wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, useful features, almost custom, comfortable fit. They had gel tips of Raycon fit every ear ever made. Up to 54 hours of battery life and easy shopping. I feel you. I know what's going on. Well, what do I buy for fill in the blank? Well, go to buyraycon.com and check out their holiday bundles. Everyone needs a pair of Raycons in their ears.
And can I just say something? You're doing something for someone else, but you're really doing something for yourself.
Absolutely.
Because when Junior has the Raycons in his head, you don't have to listen to
fill in the blank.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is.
You can take work calls with Raycons, of course. You can listen to your workout playlist, whether you're working out or not. You can find Raycon in stores now like Kohl's or Walmart, but listen to this. You're always going to get the best deal when you use our special link, buyraycon.com/Tom, where they offer buy now, pay later options. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now. Use the code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. Or you can save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles I was talking about. That's code EARLYBF at buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off your Raycon purchase, and they really are the best. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Perfect gift. Coming up, we have digging out the Buffalo Bills so they could get to their game. We have an exploding toilet, and be careful what's in that water bottle if you're a goalie. You know what I'm talking about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition of Poetry for Neanderthals.
All right.
Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right. Yeah.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby.
Got it.
Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
you know,
very good.
that would be a
Tom
female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, here, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, no, I want you
Give us
to
hints.
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
Nose.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Douche. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the
all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a
It
deuce.
says
it's
drop
there.
a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. and let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, the Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's the Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at thecheesestorennny.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. Thecheesestorennny.com.
Thin sheet of ice. And all he's trying to do is get to the side alive. Sounds something like this. Oh my God. I'm so scared. I can do this. Oh, thank God that's over with. Oh my God. I have to lay down. That's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor Gail, very
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're...
Man, I hate that. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Edition.
Hello.
Available at Walmart. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello. Christy Lee is not available at Walmart. Let's make that clear. It's the...
You don't know.
Well, you don't.
Maybe she's doing her shopping
You
over
don't
there.
know what I'm doing on the weekends.
Hi, welcome to Walmart.
Really?
Maybe she's a Walmart greeter. You don't know.
Oh, the implication of that was much more serious.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, man.
We're running out of time. Be sure and thaw your turkey if you haven't done so.
I'm Chick
Start thawing
McGee.
that turkey.
And here's Tom.
What did I do to deserve that?
Well, evidently Josh was on the road.
I got a letter.
About Josh being on the road?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, I saw Josh on Saturday in Cedar Rapids. He was fantastic.
Oh, that's nice.
I wanted to thank him for a night of laughter.
Aw.
Because it had a lousy week at work.
Oh.
But I had a great time. So thank you for taking a picture after the show.
This Josh?
From Gary.
Oh, you're welcome, Gary.
Is it still $14 per photo?
That's right.
So Josh brings me a gift back.
Oh, he does.
From Iowa, because he knows I am a man of many tastes.
Yes.
But I especially love popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically cheese popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Can't get enough.
Yes.
So he brings me back this gigantic, in quotes, 2 handfuls of cheese popcorn.
That looks like something I would eat.
Fit inside a tennis can. There's not a lot there.
It does say, in all fairness, it says small batch at the bottom on the package. It says
Well, it gets worse.
it gets worse? I owe you money for it? What?
No.
What?
That was given to me when I checked into my hotel room along with some bottles of water and some trail mix.
So you're re-gifting.
So-
And I didn't eat it, and I thought I would bring it to you.
Tom, did you hear that? He didn't eat it.
And Josh, I'm sure Tom wants to hear about your hotel room.
What?
What was wrong with that?
You know how inquisitive he was Friday about that woman's hotel room.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know, people say...
Oh, the guest we had.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I asked her...
Is that a bone? Is that
Oh.
Thanks for bringing that up again. Let me remember that.
No, I asked this. When you walk into a hotel room, it's got 2 beds. Do you immediately pick one and put all your stuff on it?
Yeah, of course.
And then which one do you sleep in? The one closest to the window or the one closest to the bathroom?
Right.
And But I also was curious if did you actually touch the remote control or the phone or any of that stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I mean, ever since the pandemic, hotels they bend over backwards to make sure everything's
nice
sanitized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. But it was a good show, so congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Cedar Rapids. And
another email, how Tom ruined my life. This is from Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Called a restaurant to make a reservation, but couldn't think of the word. So, much like Tom, I immediately asked, what time tonight could I have my food appointment?
Food appointment is amazing.
I like that. That's very good. ...
Now, yes, you guessed it. I can never show my face there again.
That'll happen. You forget that one. That
food appointment.
That is very Griswoldian.
Hello, my crazy friends. I'm a driver for Prairie Farms. Oh, that's a good.
It is great.
I was getting diesel this morning. I go inside to pay and hear levitating and immediately start laughing because Tom is in my head saying,
I'm levitating.
Exactly.
Dua Lipa.
That's exactly right.
And when it comes to cottage cheese, if it ain't Prairie Farms, it ain't nothing.
Oh, really? You're brand loyal.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Went to I don't know how this ends. Went to a Saturday wrestling match in Huntsville, Alabama, supporting my grandson. He won, by the way.
Cool.
But in an entire day, all I could keep thinking about was, hit him with your flute, Greg, because I was at a wrestling match, and Greg Warren, of course, is a wrestler.
And Greg will be our guest coming up later this morning. I look forward to that. Also, comedian Reno Collier will be joining us. Certainly look forward to that. We have a lot going on in the NFL, including...
and a lot of games yesterday and last night. Patrick Mahomes.
My man.
He connected with Travis Kelce for their third touchdown of the game with 31 seconds remaining, and the Chiefs rally past the Chargers 30-27 to stay atop the AFC. Mahomes hit Kelce on a short crossing route. Kelce took to the end zone, 17-yard touchdown. And the Dallas Cowboys sacked Kirk Cousins a career most 7 times.
Yikes.
Don't get up, Kirk. In a 40-3 win over Minnesota in Minneapolis.
Wow.
That game was so boring that the network switched it off.
They sure did.
They
They said
they went to
we'd like to go to transfer to a more competitive broadcast.
Bengals and the Steelers. Yeah, that almost never happens.
Wow.
Which was at the time when they switched a much better game.
To the Bengals and the Steelers. Dak Prescott flawless yesterday. Zeke rushed for 2 touchdowns. And Josh Allen throws a go-ahead 5-yard touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs late in the first half, and Buffalo beat the Browns in Detroit 31-23. You know the story after the NFL moved their game to Detroit because of almost 7 feet of snow falling at Highmark Stadium there in Buffalo, New York.
Record-setting.
You mentioned this earlier, but the Bills Nation.
Bills and their fans moved snow mounds to get players to Detroit for this Sunday game with the Browns.
Dig them out of their houses.
According to team executive Ron Rakuia, the operation to get everyone at the team's facility involved numerous people pitching in, including snowplow drivers. He said, we dug players out of their driveways, anyone you can think of, and to get it done. And actually, they went in to get Josh Allen, and he was in his recliner watching some film on the Browns, and they just picked the recliner up and put it in the van.
How nice.
Josh did not even have to get out.
How about that?
The operation deemed a success. All players and every member of the staff boarding buses and receiving a police escort to catch their 45-minute flight to Detroit.
Have we heard if they're staying in Detroit?
We have not. If I was them, I'd stay.
Yeah. How'd they have the airport
I don't know if
open?
I doubt they will. The fact that considering they didn't leave early, how did this happen? They knew the snow was coming. Why didn't they get on planes?
I totally agree with you.
These poor people had to go help them out of their mansions.
Sure, that's another way to look at it.
I'm sure many of them probably live in inexpensive apartments because they're struggling to stay in the NFL.
No, Josh is right.
Also,
these are like union snowplow guys.
Also,
had to leave.
Someone help me on this, but Ford Field had like some sort of weird circus or carnival or something.
Really?
And they had to overtime to get it ready for an NFL game.
Really?
Yeah. So they had the time lapse photography. I love those.
Those are cool.
Those are very cool.
But they got that is a fair question. Are they going to practice back in Buffalo?
Well, they can't.
I don't know, man.
Why would they? I mean,
It's going to take a long time for that to melt.
Practice Friday because they did virtual whatever.
Right.
So I'm surprised they didn't leave Friday.
Well,
yeah, we all knew they were changing.
Well, they thought maybe the snow would melt. I think.
Odder things have happened. And
certainly.
Contemporary weather.
And Falcons running back Cordell Patterson returned to kickoff 103 yards to become the NFL career leader with 9 touchdowns for kickoff returns. He's the record setter. Patterson's been in the league 10 years.
Is there a stat on how
Falcons beat the Bears 27-24? What?
I assume a lot fewer kickoffs are returned anymore.
Oh, yes, very much.
They're all going.
That was a point of emphasis. Because
is that on purpose?
It's the most, the highest incidence for risk of head injuries and things are on kickoffs. Because people see the team comes from one side of the field.
They're running very quickly.
They're running into each other.
Hard. They're world class.
Unless most kickers now kick it out of the end zone and they hold their hand up and they get it at the 25.
Kind of boring.
You've watched an NFL game, right?
No, I was asking if there was a statistic because it would appear that there's a lot less.
There is.
Fewer people are getting a chance to run it back.
That's exactly right.
Hey, Pat, how's it going in there?
Oh, it's nice and warm.
I got a letter. That involves you and involves your new album.
Is it an attorney?
Is it from my ex?
No. Everybody calm down. The essence of it is
Pat going to play us a song right now, you think?
Yeah, that's sort of the point
I'm
here.
going to have my popcorn there.
Go ahead. That sounds good.
Is that an insult?
No.
Pat, your new album is called A Christmas Bonus. Full of Christmas songs, which we'll be featuring several of them. Our rule here on the show is no Christmas music before
we can name an album after Christmas.
Thanksgiving. This is a nice letter from Lynn, and apparently a male named Lynn.
Ah, like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
What's his name? Lynn.
It's the guy that wrote Hamilton. He wrote Pat.
Oh, there you go.
Huh.
These, he says, these songs hold a special place in my heart. He's referring to your Who tribute. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And is that something you can play for us?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We harvest the fields and celebrate with a meal. I get my gut into Thanksgiving, yeah, yeah. Pass the gravy, please, and the mac and cheese. I've given up on healthy living, yeah, yeah, and my expanding waistband, my expanding waistband. The turkey's fried, there's pumpkin pie for my expanding waistband. Hey, son, grab my hand and help me open this can. Start up the fire, throw on a nice pork shoulder. There's mashed potatoes and beer and holiday cheer. Let's eat these buns before they get much colder. My expanding waistband, my expanding waistband. Oh, the turkey's basted!
A delightful tribute to Pete Townsend and The Who, and that does not appear on the
it doesn't
album Christmas Bonus. This gentleman wrote how much he enjoyed Pat's new album, but he was disappointed that the expanding waistband tribute was not on there.
Ah, I see.
But it's very nice.
Very good to hear.
So he wants his money back. Sounds
no. He thought it would be nice for Pat to play it on the air, and I agree. That's a great song. We'll have to get that one on the next one.
You mentioned buns in that song. What buns do you have at Thanksgiving? There's one correct answer, and then some acceptable answers.
It's the ones that are the Pillsbury dough buns, right? The what do you call those?
Crescent rolls?
Yes.
That's an acceptable answer.
Is it?
Whoa, careful.
Is it hot cross?
No.
No.
Is it Hawaiian rolls?
No.
Is it
Is this a tradition in American history?
The Arnold household, or
definitely in the Arnold household.
Do you get the Lambert's throat rolls, perhaps?
No. It's, bacon's the brown and serve. Those are the Thanksgiving rolls.
Brown and serve rolls.
Yes.
I can't remember the last time I saw a brown and serve roll in a grocery store.
Oh, they're very, very prevalent. In fact, you'd have to try not to see them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the ones that come in like the plastic bag things?
Let's not act like they're below us. It's browners and serve at Thanksgiving.
Is that the brand name, or is that a type of buns that a variety of companies sell?
Oh, man.
I like that.
I like you're all disappointed.
That Pillsbury French loaf. You ever tried that?
Oh, that's a good one.
You hit that on the counter and throw it in the oven.
Don't you love that thing where you hit it in the counter?
Yep.
And
Yeah, pops open.
that's so much.
I'm always a little nervous.
It's like you're a security guard with a big flashlight banging the perp's head.
I don't bang it on the. You don't use a spoon. You press a spoon in.
No.
Oh, what?
Come on.
I'm not an animal.
Hey, Tom, look, there's a pussy here. Hit it on the counter.
You whack it in the counter.
I have a very nice granite counter. I don't want to chip with.
Well, if you could chip a granite counter with a Pillsbury French loaf, you have a subpar granite.
What?
That's what you're working with.
What is that little? It looks like that little roll of fat that pops out when you put on your jeans that are too tight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks like your
muffin
shoes
top
are
thing.
too tight and your feet are coming out.
Oh, I love that, and it makes that sound. That's super fun.
I'm always scared.
How strong do you think you are? You think you're going to break your granite with a tube of rolls?
I have very fine granite. The granite is so good. Like even when I put even when water gets on it, it kind of melts away a little bit. It's good granite.
You're fond of it, right? You don't take it for granted.
Oh, so your granite
I don't.
sealed.
Yeah.
You have granite?
I do.
I'm paying you too much.
You know,
granite money?
they do have a little picture of a spoon on the, like somebody would
You know
do
me,
that.
I follow orders.
And it's next to a little cat. It says, if you're a pussy, just use the spoon.
I think I'm doing it correctly. You guys are just cavemaning around your homes.
Come here, Gravy. Watch me open the biscuits.
She enjoys it.
By the way, Gravy is the name of Josh's cat.
Yeah.
And that is actually, we still have to get to that news story
about naming
and
the
I have more than I gave you on Friday, Christy.
Oh, really?
There's an update because I was really furious at the story because I didn't think it was giving us all the information. But I've got it now.
More sports coming up.
And I'm going to get back to our letter from the gentleman named Lynn, Pat.
Yeah.
Because he kind of has a second request.
So it's just Lynn programming the show today.
Okay. Well, and there's a little apology at the end that I want to get to. Right now, I want to give you an idea for a really good surprise. How about a little something fun at the Thanksgiving table? Maybe something from Steven Singer Jewelers. What a great idea that would be. Maybe those diamond stud earrings, the #1 gift this holiday season. You'll find them at IHateStevenSinger.com. They're called the Anita diamond stud earrings. Don't hide them in the mashed potatoes unless you leave them in the case. Wouldn't that be nice right there?
Show where you appreciate all that hard work.
There you go. Steven Singer. He makes it easy to buy real diamond jewelry.
Do it for Christmas. My God.
For the or there for Christmas.
No such thing as Thanksgiving jewelry, you weirdo.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's always.
I put her engagement ring in the stuffing, and she choked out.
Again.
But I love her.
I believe that when you buy something from Steven Singer Jewelers, it has a disclaimer saying, please do not put this in food unless you leave it in the case. IHateStevenSinger.com. Check him out. Steven's famous for a number of things, including that 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. If he or she doesn't like him, send him back. Did I mention free shipping? Get the details. IHateStevenSinger.com. They've got more than earrings. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Real diamonds from a real jeweler. Steven Singer Jewelers. IHateStevenSinger.com. Okay, you can get it for whatever holiday you're celebrating. Just saying, might be a nice surprise. Get those orders in quickly. Thank you so much. Coming back, we have
World Cup. We already have a record for the World Cup, and we'll have an address from FIFA President Johnny Baby.
Johnny Baby.
That's right, Gianni Infantino.
All right.
Johnny Baby.
Thank you
Coming
very
back.
much. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL.
And Duke, I understand you've got a very special surprise for us.
You could say that.
All right.
Just did.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
This could be complete chaos.
Okay. That's what we like around here.
The bird of America has always been the bald eagle. another feathered unsung hero too. Generation after generation giving up for the common good. Listen to the story, let the truth be understood. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey. My heart, I'm red, white, and blue. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey. A true American patriot through and through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other birds just split, flap, fly, and flutter. From the toucan to the tiny parakeet. Much meat. Pepper them with nuts, breadcrumbs, and butter. So, chop off my head and then turn up the heat. Eat me. Ha-ha, I'm a turkey. Stretch out on the sofa when you're through. Oh, eat me. I'm a turkey. Next day, I'll be a tasty sandwich, too. Now, turkeys have their splinter factions. Dissident birds, unwilling to serve. Foul, pinko, sissy, wimpy turkeys. That's right. But the major portion of these semi-flightless birds say, oh, eat me! Eat me! I'm a turkey! Yeah, piglets and parrots wouldn't be the same. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey! Yeah, gobble me up before the football game! Oh, boy! Hacky Gert and Uncle Hank, get that wishbone and give it a yank! Let's take this opportunity to thank! Who else but me? A turkey, that's right! Eat me like the pilgrims used to do! Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey! If I had a musket, I'd be eating you! I regret that I have but one carcass to give for my country. Oh, no. One good-looking turkey there, but we're going to stuff this son of a bitch. It's going to be really good, I'm telling you right now.
The turkey's being walked off the camera. We have set up a guillotine.
Oh, my Lord, look at that.
What was the budget for this?
Holy hell.
Oh, today, I consider myself the luckiest bird. This thing's not going to kill me this way. On the face of the earth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving from the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much.
Registered fans tried to log on for a pre-sale for Swift's 52-date The Eras tour next year. Many got long delays and error messages. Ticketmaster, well, they blame it all on high volume and even canceled Friday's sales to the general public. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Good
morning sunshine.
To the max, there's baloney in our sight.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Oh, that was a good flight.
Yeah, it was. Nicotine. That's the name of it.
Nicotine? What's that?
It's a patch.
It's a patch?
Yeah, it helps you quit smoking. My doctor gave it to me.
Nicotine's a patch?
Yeah, Nicotine it's a patch.
A patch?
A patch.
Some kind of patch?
Yes, it's a patch, like you put on your arm.
Nicotine is a patch?
Oh, I'll be damned. Yes, it's a patch! 2 days later, different flight, same airport.
What do you mean a patch?
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter set patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicotine is a...
Nicotine, guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7.
To do with the kids.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Got away from me.
He loves brown and serve rolls. More on that coming up.
Love a brown and serve.
There's Ace Cosby.
Kings of Wine.
Ace Cosby likes corn dog dough. We're going to hear more about that. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Raw corn dog dough?
No. He's very excited.
There's a new Pillsbury product.
Here we go.
Right.
It's the dough you wrap around a hot dog. It's corn dog dough.
So you can make your own corn dogs at home.
Yeah.
Oh, instead of putting crescent rolls like pigs in the blanket, you can put them in corn. Oh, I see.
Have you tried it?
No, I bought some when I saw it. I go, oh, got to try it.
Yeah, sure.
Haven't tried it yet.
So how do you cook them?
Did you have a coupon? Or you put them in
You
the
bake
oven?
them.
You bake them, Tom.
Bake them in the
I
oven.
mean, you cook the hot dog first and then put
No.
Have you ever made pigs in a
You've
blanket?
never made pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket?
Have you ever been around a kitchen?
Yeah, I cook more than anybody in this room except maybe Christy.
Well, why are you having trouble processing how a corn dog's made?
To me, hot dogs are sort of like coffee.
Oh, they're out there. They're out there.
I prefer, as I said, like a nice hot dog at an NFL game.
100% pure beef.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. They're not allowed in his house.
Maybe they're organic. I like to have.
It was one of our favorite
pigs
meals. You
slaughtered.
He had a dog at the game.
Oh, that's right.
I did. That hot dog was
You
delicious.
take a hot dog, you cut it, you put cheese in it, wrap it in a crescent roll, bake it.
I do not like mustard on a hot dog. I like them plain.
I didn't say anything about mustard.
Well, you're a plain dog. Too elaborate with cheese, and this is the kind of stuff you do at your polo matches, Christy. I'm an American.
No,
I like a hot dog wrapped in bacon.
No, I guarantee you,
plain hot dog.
There aren't any corn dogs at the polo match.
No, this is what we ate in our trailer. Are you kidding?
Now the corn
Come
dog.
on.
So how do you?
No relish?
Oh God, I hate relish. How do you so do you make a wad of dough and then shove the dog in?
You put the dog and you wrap it in the corn dog.
Yeah.
I'm sure it comes in the consistency as the crescent roll does.
Yeah, exactly.
Only
Sure.
it's corn dog dough.
Right. And you just roll
roll
it.
it.
Yeah, you roll it over the dog.
So there's no unfortunate penetration of the wad.
Corn dog wraps is what it's called. Oh, my God.
What do you want? Do you want the hot dog penetrating the corn dog dough?
I was asking.
See, it comes in one of those cans like you like to bust open a tube.
I do love busting open those
and
cans.
how do you like opening the tubes?
Comes in one of those cans you like.
Did you ever come in a can, Josh? After like a really good show on your birthday?
Oh, my Lord.
You open those with a spoon.
Honey, I earned this. So, you do open those with a spoon, you're right.
Okay, now we have an unusual request here. because we're talking, literally talking turkey and Thanksgiving and various food
just
things.
A few days away. Yeah.
This goes back just a couple of years. This involves, I'm not sure if the introduction's on here. Comedian Jeff Bodart had stopped by. We were talking about various things.
Oh, no.
This is the source.
Oh, no.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and... Yes, Ace, you have a question?
Well, you know, Tom, the first French fries weren't fried in France.
What?
Huh.
They were fried in Greece.
Okay. In Ace's defense, he's done that before, and none of you remembered it.
No, I remember
Yeah.
it.
No, I don't.
At least finally it made sense.
There's a fair amount of acting on air sometimes.
What's a duck fried in? What's a duck fried in? Turkey. Turducken. Turducken.
That isn't even a joke.
He may be having a stroke.
It's as bad as that crap over there.
That isn't even a joke.
Wait a minute.
No,
What does a duck fight in?
No, it's a duck fried in.
Oh, what is a
He's
duck
fried in turkey.
Yeah, turducken. They put that.
Now, Jeff, there's nothing there, man.
That's not a joke.
You know what? There's the country turkey.
That is not a joke in any language.
Look, we need to. Can we box this up?
I am a professional comedian.
Let's send this to the Comedy Institute and see what they say.
Hey, Tom, do Jeff a favor and don't tell the people where he's performing this weekend.
There you go. That was the origin. Is turducken still a thing?
Yeah, it's still a thing, but I think it's...
What is that? You take a turkey?
Actually, this year they're having a salute to John Madden for the Thanksgiving broadcast, and he's the one who brought in the turducken and the six turkey legs. He would give a turkey leg to the MVP on Thanksgiving, and he started giving 3 or 4 out. And it was fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's a chicken stuffed in a duck, stuffed into a turkey.
Stuffed into your face.
Yeah.
Debone them. That's the key, it says here.
Oh.
A deboned chicken stuffed into a deboned duck into a turkey.
Actually, Jim Nance this year is going to give out a tapioca pudding award because I can't think of anything more bland than Jim Nance.
Wow, what do you
other
mean?
than
could we move
tapioca
on?
There's
pudding.
also a gooducken.
A what?
A gooducken.
Oh, goose.
Where the
A
turkey
goose.
is replaced with a goose. Very good.
By the way,
England.
I don't appreciate the turkey doodle. I just think that's
A turkey doodle.
I just think, they're
They should never.
this labradoodle thing's
They went too far.
Gotten a little out of hand. I know you got the Bernedoodle.
The sheepadoodle.
Oh, gosh, somebody do something.
They only
That
live
thing is an
for,
affront to God.
6 to 8 weeks.
Kill it.
I'm sorry.
Are you going to do your tell people to do their presentation like you do every Thanksgiving with the Cornish game hen?
Yeah, well,
and the turkey.
What you do is you stuff a Cornish game hen, which is a sort of a smaller little bird, inside the turkey, and then
You bring it out
you
of
bring
the
it out
oven.
the table, and then the presentation you go, oh dear God, this one was pregnant, and you yank out the Cornish game hen.
Please do it. Your girls are the perfect age for this.
Yeah.
Where it will backfire.
There will be so much crying.
Daddy killed a baby turkey.
And Willie will be laughing so hard.
Now, I have a technical question for people that have to go to 2 Thanksgivings, which is a lot now.
Right.
What is the proper time?
Lot.
Going to having 2
I think
Thanksgivings.
it's pretty common.
That's what I said, and my question is, what's the proper time for the first one to start? Can you
2.
go for the first one?
Yes.
Then the second ones can't be
6. 2 and 6.
See, you have a problem with this, and I don't think that I think 11 was your problem when it started. Dinner started at 11.
Yeah, I thought that was a little early.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I think maybe 1 o'clock for the first one, and then 6 for the second.
Why can't families be more accommodating? Like ours was always Thanksgiving Day was one side of the family and then Sunday after Thanksgiving was another Thanksgiving. That's way better. Do as the Arnolds did.
That's really stupid.
Brown and serve rolls, stupid rolls,
Stupid roll.
and stupid Sunday.
Yeah. Wait a minute. This whole thing has been bad.
Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't listen to these people. Don't let them ruin your lovely childhood memories.
You eat it. You start eating at the halftime of the first football game, so you're sound asleep by the time the Lions win this year. What happened?
I'm backing mine up to 4 this year, I've decided.
Well, four. So what about people who have to do
There's
2?
only, but nobody's going to a second one.
Yeah. Well, of course. Now, have you alerted the authorities yet?
No.
What do they say at the firehouse where the EMTs are, Josh, when they know Christy's cooking for Thanksgiving?
Okay, this is what we trained for. Everybody.
Right.
I need the stomach pumpers over there. Where's the ipecac?
Remember, ptomaine starts with a P.
Coming up, we're going to have a story about
Cup.
That's exactly. Johnny Baby's going to have a press conference.
Did they execute gay fans? Or
Gianni Infantino.
Not yet. But we're going to wait till the matter of time.
Johnny Baby.
It's real bad over there. It's not fun.
Well, all that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 88.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
If you're looking for the best fudge in the world, look no further than the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. Let's go. The Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. We sell fudge and t-shirts and a whole lot more. Yeah, the best fudge comes from Uranus. It's homemade, that's why it's famous. Fudge packed, fresh daily. Real butter and cream, so tasty. You'll buy it as a joke the first time and the next time because it tastes so damn fine. So head on out to the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store and get the best fudge in the world.
Patrick Mahomes connected with Travis Kelce for their third touchdown of the game with 31 seconds left. And the Chiefs rally past the Chargers 30-27 last night at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. The Cowboys sacked Kirk Cousins a career most 7 times, a 40-3 victory over Minnesota in Minneapolis yesterday. Falcons running back Cordell Patterson returned to kick off 103 yards to become the NFL career leader with 9 touchdowns. Patterson's a 10-year veteran, and Atlanta wins that game, beating Chicago 27-24. And Marcus Jones returns a punt 84 yards for a touchdown with 5 seconds left, and the Patriots beat the Jets by a score of 10-3. Other winners in the NFL yesterday: Baltimore, Buffalo, Detroit, New Orleans, Philly, Washington, and Cincinnati in regulation. And the Raiders in a walk-off in overtime, beating Denver 22-16. NBA winners last night: Phoenix, Washington, Sacramento, Cleveland, Golden State, Brooklyn, Denver, and the Lakers. Top 25 college basketball winners: Number 1, North Carolina. Number 2, Gonzaga. Number 3, Houston. Number 5, Baylor. Number 12, Indiana. Number 16, Virginia. Number 20, Michigan. Number 24, Texas A&M. And number 25, UConn all win. And 2 games last night in the NHL. Columbus beat Florida and Pittsburgh over Chicago. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest.
Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. Sure. And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. They go by and bullwhip you.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, those horse-drawn carriages, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah, right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was?
Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
An overturned truck spilled 42,000 pounds of beer onto a West Virginia highway the day after Christmas.
Damn.
I just picture hill folk crawling out of the ditch immediately. Like the second the beer's hit, all of a sudden there's 30 people. Oh, get him, some more beer. Go on, get him, grab him.
Give me that straw.
I mean, they didn't ship it in a big tanker?
No.
You're thinking of gasoline.
Yes, gasoline goes in big tankers.
I've seen one filled with fat. It said, this fat is not edible. It's used for something else.
Non-potable fat.
Tanker. Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Oh, God.
Somebody once put a sign on my back that said, this fat is not edible. It is just used for other uses. Is that what you wanted, Chick?
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Giving.
Hey, Christy Lee's at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition News Desk.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
And here's Tom Griswold.
The original edition of Poetry for Neanderthals is available at Walmart, and I just happen to have a card in front of me.
Ooh, let's play.
I'll explain how this works. I can only use one-syllable words.
Yes.
As I do this, and then you guys have to guess a two-word phrase.
But you can still put it in a sentence as long as they're all one syllable.
Sit on this
chair.
Toilet.
Face.
Game.
Seat. Bleachers.
Long.
Bench.
Yes.
Bench?
Bench.
That's
hot.
it?
Bench warmer.
Bench warmers. Yeah, we.
Okay.
Very good, Chick McGee. Can I try one more?
Yes.
Sure. This is a tough one.
I can't think of any way to stop
This is a tough
you.
one. This is a very tough one. Head, hat, point.
Dunce.
Cap.
Wizard.
Miter.
Beanie.
Ice. Pause. Cream.
Cone.
Cone.
Conehead.
Food.
Cone face.
Silence.
Ice cream cone.
Cone dick. Oh, this
No, this is the
regular
safe.
edition.
Yeah.
This is the safe edition. I'm sorry.
Probably not cone dick. Good guess, though.
Orange cone.
No bad ideas in a brainstorm.
Snow cone.
Safety.
House.
Snow cone.
Food house.
Snow cone.
Food house.
Food
ice cream
house.
cone.
Tom, is cone one of the words?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
Food house, check.
Check.
Cone.
You're so bad
You
at
are
this game.
so bad at
You're
this
so
game.
bad.
Food house.
Just tell us so we can beat you with
It was obviously a waffle cone.
I just said waffle cone.
Oh, I didn't read
Food
that.
house.
Yeah, food
Check.
house.
Check.
Waffle house.
food house check.
I see.
Did you say you said cone as one of the hints, didn't you?
Anyway.
No, cone was a.
Remember, Tom, you can go, this is a place you eat where you can get grits and you can say things like that.
House.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
And then we grow together.
And discs of dough.
Okay, try one more. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You can put lunch in
Box.
a
Lunchbox.
Pail.
Sack. Paper sack. Brown paper bag.
Bag.
Brown bag it.
bag.
Bag.
Dirt bag.
You can smoke
Bag face.
Bag of weed?
cigs.
Yes.
Cigs.
No, wrong. You can smoke
Bag of manure.
this in a.
You can't be any worse at this.
Terrible.
Just horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
Crack.
Pipe?
Whore.
Bagpipe.
Bagpipes. There you go. Thank you, Christian. Good work, Willie. That's the
You're sick in the head.
Poetry for Neanderthals, original edition available at Walmart.
All right.
Now it's time to return to the sports desk.
Hey, World Cup. USA plays today, 1 o'clock our time. They play Wales. There'll be a whale in goal. You can't get it past it.
It's very difficult.
That's funny.
Oh, baby, it's a wild world.
Cup.
Qatar's first ever World Cup match ended in dismay for an overmatched team, and with a place in unwanted soccer football history. The controversy-laced tournament opened with Qatar getting outplayed, a 2-0 loss to Ecuador in front of just over 67,000 at the place called Al Bayt, B-A-Y-T Stadium. A host team had never lost its opening game in 92 years of soccer's biggest event.
Oh, boy.
Oops.
The first World Cup in the Middle East is a chance for Qatar, to showcase itself to a wider world.
Isn't that right?
Ecuador captain.
So they'll be limiting the public executions until after the games.
Yes. This is the we swear we're not an S-hole country.
Will you two stop?
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
And
position themselves outside of certain types of bars and
FIFA president
Yes.
Gianni Infantino, or as we call him, Johnny Baby, kicked off a press conference Saturday by going on a lengthy rant regarding the criticism that Qatar has faced in advance of the 22 World Cup.
I'm sure he did.
Ever since Qatar awarded this year's tournament, the country has faced intense criticism for
it's human rights violations.
Human rights record, as well as the treatment of working conditions of workers while constructing stadiums around the country. Johnny
Slaves.
Slaves.
They're suggesting.
Well, this welcome to Mass Grave Stadium. You know, the grass grows here because.
But Johnny Baby put a stop to that. He said, "The West are just hypocrites."
Yeah, aren't we, though? Yeah,
and European companies should spend the next 3,000 years apologizing for their own issues.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
This sounds like a fatwa.
You know, countries that learned their lesson about certain atrocities as opposed to these backwards acts.
Brand new atrocities. And speaking of soccer and/or foot, have you seen the TV commercials with David Beckham and Peyton Manning? It's for Lay's potato chips.
I have, yes.
And Beckham's sitting in supposed to be Peyton's basement.
Uh-huh.
And they're arguing over whether it's football or soccer. And, of course, Peyton says it's soccer. No, Peyton says it's soccer. And Beckham says it's football, mate. No, actually, Beckham says, it's football, mate. David Beckham has an alarmingly high voice.
Yes, he does.
And then they start arguing about...
Well, that's because he's released so much sperm over the years. That
Lay's potato chips, the classic Lay's potato chips, which are crisps. for David Beckham instead of chips.
Oh, that's
They go through the whole thing like a boot is a trunk, and
yeah, sure.
Everything's different over
They're just
there.
reading from Ted Lasso scripts.
Well, actually, Ted Lasso writers were there feverishly copying down on for next
Josh,
season.
there's this super funny part. They talk about how they spell favorite with a U.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's
dying laughing.
Give them the awards.
Anyway.
By the way, could I interrupt for just 1 second? I was looking at my calendar.
No? Okay.
Yeah, my calendar here. This is very exciting. Josh Arnold is returning to St. Louis, Missouri this weekend. You've got a show even on Thanksgiving Day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes.
Josh Arnold live at the Funny Bone in St. Louis.
So now, Thanksgiving Day, when you do your show there, Thanksgiving night, are you a lot of jokes about naps and you're full?
Aren't we tired? Now that Grandpa's drunk, you can come here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get away from your family.
The tried and true classics.
So are you gonna have a Thanksgiving feast and then go do your show?
My family's going to be together Friday. So Friday I will. Friday I'll have a feast and then go do 2 shows.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Yes.
Yikes.
You know, I need
second show, there may be a short intermission.
Yikes.
So anyway, I said to my, will you excuse me?
Who did that just happen to?
Same thing happened last week.
It's not just happened to, but I think you're talking about this happening to Mitch Hedberg and Mike Birbiglia about 20 years ago. I think that's what you're aiming for.
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Burbig said
In the middle of a show, they had to.
Yeah, Mitch Hedberg had an issue, and Burbiggs ran up to the stage and had to sort of.
Yeah, I think the bit was Mike went on stage and did Mitch's jokes. He did, I play tennis, but I'm not as good as my opponent, the brick wall. And then Mitch came back out and goes, hey, man, why'd you do all my best jokes? He's like, how that happened.
Sweet. On a different note, Pat, is this correct? I know you got a huge gig at Helium with Willie and Oskay coming up Wednesday, but this says Saturday, November 26th, Lebowski's Rockin' Bowl in Washington, Iowa.
Yep.
Is that
Where's
correct?
the money, Lebowski?
That's correct, yeah.
That'll be a great show. Pat's killing it lately, so some great stuff coming up. While I'm at it, Greg Warren is at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati coming up this weekend. And that's a quick review of many of the great shows on the way. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this Saturday, Donnie Baker is at the Attica Fairgrounds in Attica, Ohio. Not to be confused with the Attica Fairgrounds within the penitentiary in upstate New York. I thought that show's a riot.
Very good.
More soccer.
By the way, did you know that scene in that
still
movie?
talking. Okay.
Of course he is.
This will interest Josh and no one else.
Oh, perfect.
The scene with Pacino going Attica.
Yeah.
Tell me it was ad-libbed. It was an amazing story. Go ahead.
Well, it was. They were trying to figure out how to get the crowd riled. They were filming it live, and one of the crew guys told Pacino to do that.
Oh, how about that?
So it was an ad-lib. Thank you very much. Now,
So
That's it.
Only Josh would
That's
enjoy
it.
that.
That was the story.
you saw that movie, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Good movie. I'm sorry.
We'll be back with more soccer news.
Okay.
And or football, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
From Qatar or Qatar, whatever you want to say.
And they're both okay?
What, football and soccer?
No, Qatar and Qatar are both acceptable.
That's why I hear they're both acceptable.
Okay. We just played the game Poetry for Neanderthals, the original edition, the one you can play with the whole family. We had a blast, and I'll tell you what, you can get this at Walmart.
Don't they say the whole fam damnly?
Here's how it works. If the word is vacuum, you might say this thing pick up dirt.
Suck dirt.
Use make floor nice. And then
see that?
Exactly.
There's your Neanderthal.
Scare dog. That's there you go. It's fun. Then this is the wholesome edition. Once again, available at Walmart. We just played a round of it, or a few. Unlike most games, you can play with just two people. You can play with as many as you've got coming over, and everyone can shout out their answers. Have some fun. It takes a couple minutes to learn how to play. I'm finally getting it. It's available exclusively at Walmart stores. Thank you very much. The game is called Poetry for Neanderthals. Nothing has to rhyme. There's no poetry, really. Just shouting words out. Coming up, we also have something really interesting in the world of science. The next time you take a bite of chicken, it may have been grown in a lab.
Yeah.
And also the Uber as getaway car coming up in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I got a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is my big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? I'm getting kind of sleepy. Ate too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
Bob and Tom fans, it's Willie G. This Thanksgiving Eve, November 23rd, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, and I are doing a big show at Helium in downtown Indy. So hop online, go to Helium's website or the link in my Instagram bio and grab some tickets to see me, Jeff Oskey, and my pal Pat Godwin the night before Thanksgiving.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
It's under their left wing.
But that information.
Well, smart guy, where is it? Do male chickens have a?
They're called roosters.
Even chickens do it doggy style, I believe.
Yeah.
I think everyone does except for humans.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not in the missionary position.
We do it face to face to cause guilt.
Is that what it is?
And if that's not on the quotes page by 10, I'm leaving.
I see.
Look at me!
Turn around and look at me!
Look at me! Don't shut your eyes. You look at me. Hey!
This is me. This is not someone else.
No, it's not.
If you were thinking it was someone else.
No, sir.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition news desk.
Present.
Available at Walmart. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hey, Pat. There's Josh Arnold. Chick. Got the right headphones now, bud?
I do. They were very close to me. Somebody's put them where they shouldn't be.
Right. You're learning stuff from Tom, though. And Ace. Not my fault. I don't know what the problem is.
Over the weekend, someone was screwing around in here.
There we go. There's Ace. Hi.
Hi, chick.
Yeah, he's manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Mysterious stains on my chair.
I'll tell you what they are.
He would be my first guess. Oh, Tom, take this. Take this.
Yeah, make me add poop to my song.
Hi, Willie Griswold.
You know, some people go to work and their coworkers are nice to them and they support.
What's that like?
Boring. That's like morning television. They're all getting along, laughing.
This room makes me sick. Josh
Blah,
made
blah,
one
blah.
mistake, and I just immediately gave him the finger and started yelling at him.
Pointed at me and laughed.
I called him a fool. It felt so mean.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's our captain, Tom Griswold.
I'm your captain.
Captain?
I'm your captain. A little bit of Grand Funk, ladies and gentlemen.
Voted the world's worst band.
Great
ever.
band. I love it.
That's a good song there.
Number one.
No way.
Number one. Look it up.
Absolutely no way.
That time, I think, was what prompted the poll.
That's a great song.
I picked a bad time to be in love.
We're an American band.
That's
I love
a
that
classic.
song.
Come on. They had more hits than you can
Than I
count.
did. Sure, that's right.
They played Shea Stadium.
We're an American band, of course, Cowbell. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, idiots. This is Dick Hisswater, sitting in for Skip Townsend. And this is some other news. Well, another Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Thanksgiving is, of course, a time we gather to give thanks, right?
Of course.
But this year, be thankful that not every turkey in the country has died from avian flu. And be thankful that gas is so expensive your creepy Uncle Clarence can't afford to drive in from out of town.
Yeah.
Now, here are some of the topics of conversation I predict will be bandied about the Hitswater family table this year.
Oh.
My wife's Uncle Marvin will go off on a drunken tirade again about those, quote, pricks who live in Greenland.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he's real upset.
Every year.
Wow.
Cousin Eddie will tell us which body parts he plans to get pierced next. And no, Eddie, no one wants to see your so-called Prince Albert or the one you got in the can.
Oh, I was going to hurt.
We'll find out some of the surprising things my niece's fiancé used to make into a shiv while doing his bid in the state penitentiary. And finally, I'll tell my 84-year-old Aunt Elsie, who never wore a brassiere in her life, to stop dragging her boobs through the green bean casserole when she passes it.
Boy.
I can't enjoy the casserole when those French fried onions remind me of old woman pasties. Hey, let's end on a happy note. The dogs at the house are a Thanksgiving highlight.
Of course.
Here's a fun dog fact. Teach a Labrador retriever magic tricks, and he becomes a Labracadabrador.
Wow, shoehorned that one in, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, this is Dick Hitswater, sitting in for Skip Townsend, and this has been Some Other News. Bye, moron.
That's our second Labradoodle reference this morning.
Turkadoodle?
Yeah, the Turkadoodle. Once again, replacing the turducken. The Turkadoodle, very popular in some places.
Hey, we got a soccer story.
Cup.
Soccer goalie in the United Kingdom sent off for squirting a fan with their own urine.
Oh, no.
Well, let's hear the guy out. Let's see what he did.
A video shared to social media shows the fan in question jumping onto the field, grabbing Tony Thompson's water bottle, and replacing it with another that he had apparently filled with his own urine.
Okay.
Not knowing it had been swapped. The Warrington Town keeper, you don't have to tell me who Tony Thompson plays.
No. Goodness, no.
He took a sip from the bottle, and upon realizing it contained piss.
Is this light beer? Oh, no.
Squirted the alleged perpetrator with it.
Yeah, of course.
The newspaper reports that Thompson was subsequently given a red card and sent off for retaliation.
No, I would have thought yellow card.
Yeah. Golden shower.
However, the team's manager, Mark Beasley, told the newspaper what Tony was subjected to was disgraceful.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's awful.
My gosh.
But some
on a
people
different note,
pay good money to drink somebody else's urine.
The big controversy, we talked about this several times last week.
Gives them an orgasm.
The the beer concession and Budweiser paid $75 million or something for is effectively been shut down at the games. So you'll have sober hooligans. Should be very exciting. At the World Cup in Qatar.
Wait a minute.
Thank you very much.
I love that song.
Now you have a tribute, do you?
Oh, yeah, I could do something for you. The other song's still going. That fades away, and I'll segue nicely into...
This is why we don't let Chick run the controls. This is why we have Ace as our engineer.
On Qatar, there is no beer. On Friday, they made that clear. So don't even bother to ask. Just bring a well-hidden flask. In the word Qatar, there is no you. No beer, so no beer cue. But there's a hose from your mouth to beer in a bag that's attached to your rear. In Qatar, there is no beer.
No beer!
So that's why we drink it here.
Right here.
In the hotel and on the street.
On the street.
And when the match starts, we're pissing in our seats. Woo! Thank you, Tom.
I didn't quit. I was there till the end.
That's a sing-along.
On the street.
I think it was so straight. Can we do it again? And we've had
Now that we know the words.
Now we know it. You know, because Pat's famous for this, wanting us to sing along, and we have no idea what he wants us to sing.
This is a new song. Yeah, it's called a sing-along.
Everybody!
Yeah, I get lonely.
We like to open with the chorus.
Sing along if you know it. Okay, nobody knows it.
I wrote this last night. Sing along if you know it.
When you're in the middle of a turn, it gets very lonely.
Now, we have a couple quick requests here for Thanksgiving. Once again, this is one we haven't heard for quite a while. I want to thank, let's see, who is this? The Deer Hunter in Wisconsin for asking for these. We'll start with this one.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
I can't tell you my name.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
I have a Thanksgiving story for you.
All right.
My cousins and I, even though the youngest one of us is 22, we still have to sit at the kids' table.
Sure.
I think we're doomed to sit there until one of us actually has kids of our own.
Right.
So we were sitting there trying to entertain my cousin's new boyfriend. It was the first time he'd been invited to a family function.
Uh-oh.
And we're feeding their little dog scraps off of the table, and the dog starts choking and hacking. We figured,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a second. Hold on. Did you screen this call? If there's a dead dog in this.
Let her speak. I love it so far.
So the dog is choking.
And the boyfriend starts patting it on the back, and we thought, it's had too much turkey. What can you do? The dog, right in the middle of Thanksgiving dinner, throws up a used condom.
Well, there we go.
Ta-da!
I had forgotten that. That's
but then there's, of course, this one.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, I got a good story for y'all.
I'd love to hear it.
You know how a magician takes a hold of a tablecloth and yanks it?
The tablecloth
Oh, yeah, it's one of the greatest tricks of all time.
Love the tablecloth.
I did that, but there was a little catch to this. Everything stayed on the table except a fork, and the fork went flying behind me and stuck my brother in the forehead. He had to go to the hospital.
Oh, my God.
Embedded in his forehead, and he ended up...
Sir, you're receiving a standing ovation from the crew.
Stuck in his forehead.
Wait a second. Now,
Wait, we can't hear you. Wait.
Was your brother's brain affected? Was he crippled for life or anything sad?
No.
Oh, well,
He's
good.
got 10 stitches in his forehead.
God, I hope you yelled ta-da at the end of that. Ta-da!
It was kind of amazing. Everybody was amazed. Everything stayed there on the table, and all of a sudden we heard my brother behind me saying, "Oh, my God."
Did anybody get a picture of the fork?
You see, you learned the lesson. You could have poked his eye out.
Yeah, I guess I could have.
Oh, very good. How about this one?
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Tammy from Cincinnati.
Hi, Tammy.
Was at the in-laws for Thanksgiving dinner. They had separated or were divorced after 26 years of marriage, so the mom was putting on the dinner by herself. After prayer, everyone's sitting there nice and quietly, so she wants to read a little poem.
Oh, no.
Everybody starts laughing. It makes her really mad, so she stands up and she says, "You don't know the hell I've lived through the past 26 years. Your father always wanted to blank me up the blank, and I've got the hemorrhoids to prove it."
Oh, my God.
Thank you.
Wow.
Pass the gravy, please.
Or the stuffing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, boy.
Certainly appreciate it. We get
They
back to...
don't celebrate Thanksgiving in England, do they?
No.
It's truly an American holiday, right? I think.
There's a Thanksgiving in Canada.
Canada, there's a version of it.
Yeah, but it's in October or something.
Sure.
Right? Something like that. Yeah.
Sure, exactly. I think it was last week, but...
Those redcoats don't deserve Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
What's their meal?
You understand why Thanksgiving would be a primarily American?
Yeah, not a
No, I got no idea.
Great Britain thing.
Pilgrims. You know, they don't celebrate the 4th of
So
July.
it's not a worldwide thing? They won't stop soccer on Thursdays?
It's only in America do you have pilgrims. Do you have pilgrims in a nativity scene?
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's always the camel and
I don't know.
the guy in the pilgrim thing with that special gun with the pointy thing.
I'm reading this next story.
The blunderbuss? That thing with the
The thing that looks like a trombone?
Yeah.
That's a blunderbuss, yeah.
No, it's a trombone gun.
I stand corrected.
That's a great word. What is it? Blunderbuss? Blunderbuss?
Yeah.
Jack White album. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, that's what it's named after.
NFL linebacker Blake Martinez. We're doing this story again. I don't know why.
Which story is this?
Because we have new information, jackass.
Nope, I don't think we do. But
boy.
Blake Martinez is ending his football playing career to start a new venture in selling rare Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah.
He sold one rare Pokemon card in near perfect condition for $672,000, more than double his current Raiders contract salary.
You like the story? You enjoy telling it?
A lot of energy.
According to Kotaku, which I looked up, it's a video game website, which whoever comprised this story didn't bother to put in the meaning of Kotaku.
Comprised? Is that the word?
The 28-year-old is an avid, I don't know what you do over there, is an avid collector.
I don't comprise anything.
Shares his finds on social media. Okay. Let's not get caught up.
No. It's all this show would be.
Oh, boy.
Martinez also has a collectible card business, buying and selling rare cards online.
Well, I think Ace will...
He's physically gifted. He should be playing football for somebody, but I'm going to collect cards.
Ace,
You sound like his father.
Ace, in spite of yesterday's win, I think...
Get off your ass and get out there.
Like many of the Raiders should be looking for an alternative revenue stream right now.
According to Kotaku,
yes,
this is the same type of rare card that Logan Paul paid over $5 million for earlier this year and wore around his neck during WrestleMania in April.
Isn't that fascinating?
Logan Paul, good,
Isn't that
upstanding man.
fascinating?
$5 million.
I think the Paul brothers are the finest entertainers. Logan and Jake can do no wrong.
You know, not just good entertainers, good men.
Yeah, yeah.
Quality.
They epitomize.
You know what? If I can
masculine.
I hope to treat a woman that way as well.
Chivalry and yeah.
Hey, and guess what time it's for now?
What?
Doing videos in the suicide forest or whatever that a-hole did.
Well, get a load of this.
Yes.
A Missoula, Montana father and son broke a Guinness World Record when they passed 2 lacrosse balls.
But that's got to be a bear on the ass.
That's how they did it.
I mean,
they swallowed them
I
first?
can imagine, passing a ring or something, but passing a lacrosse ball.
Gosh.
40 times in 1 minute was the record.
Man, that's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Ryan
They're
Hanavan.
hard.
Ryan who?
Lacrosse ball is a hard ball.
Yeah. And they move real quickly.
Yeah, they do.
They're tossing. It doesn't say how far they toss the ball.
No, why would it?
It doesn't say.
Yes, it does. It says back and forth.
So you're saying the story is half comprised.
It's half comprised by a totally comprised ass. Ryan Hanavan and his son, Logan.
That's the only reason I did the story.
I have to make a boom boom.
All right, Professor, my gosh. Well, you
Lift
just
me.
went. You know that. This is the last time I make enchiladas.
It's almost. I'm doing this on purpose.
Ah, I knew it.
Logan.
You can wipe yourself.
I can't. They took on the record, and the feat has been accepted against world record 40 times, 1 minute, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
It's like less than a foot.
He's going to ask us if we saw the video on that.
No, I just think.
Oh, all right. What were we going to ask?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you saw the video.
Oh, totally different.
You'd see the only other person who plays lacrosse in Montana was there to witness it.
Now, Kristen, Montana, lacrosse is a big sport all across the country, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
See?
My niece played for a while. It was fascinating. I had no idea what was going on, but I enjoyed watching it.
It's growing in popularity, that's for sure.
I am well aware of that. My little girl plays lacrosse. It's a lot of fun.
Is there a sport your kids don't play?
Okay.
His kids are the busiest kids
joke.
on the face of the earth.
Did
She
they ever
plays
just walk
lacrosse and field hockey.
Did they ever just walk
Yes,
in?
chick. My niece plays lacrosse, and, this Thanksgiving we're wondering if there might be an announcement
Oh, God.
of some kind.
Field hockey.
Does Finn ever walk in and go, Daddy, I just want to stay home?
WNBA tickets.
Got to keep him busy.
She said to you, I need my space, right? Which is a healthy thing for a kid to say.
Oh, yeah.
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 There are Wall Street guys that have more downtime. It is insane.
That was a nice story out of Missoula.
Yeah.
Beautiful spot.
Oh, it is beautiful
And
there.
I know if I keep talking about it, Christy will mention Yellowstone again.
Watch your mouth,
She
pal.
didn't do anything.
good. It's very good.
I
You
asked
just
you
did.
to
wanted
watch
You know what's next?
Yellowstone.
You know what's next is Tulsa King.
No,
I got to watch it, man.
Yeah,
You know, I could not. You know
Taylor
why?
Sheridan wrote that too. This is my Stallone. Yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
They're
That helps.
jamming that down our throats every break.
I don't mind having.
like that, huh?
Well,
I don't mind having something jammed down my throat.
Your eyes water.
You know who won't have anything jammed
Gag
down
a
their
little
throat?
bit.
If you focus on one point of the wall, that can help.
Yeah.
Okay, is that sports?
Stare at his belly button.
You don't have to worry about your knees.
We got it.
Okay.
Is that sports?
Yeah, let's call it.
No,
I'm
we don't have
calling
to.
it.
Do you have more? If you have more, I'm
No,
not.
I'm a death. All right.
Jeez.
I'm taking that
Confidence
away.
at best.
We'll be back with more.
Okay.
Hey, one of the hot spots for snow over the weekend was Atoll. We've had them
Sort of a
in the
mixed
news.
metaphor, isn't it?
Atoll Springs, New York.
I told you a million
76
times.
inches of snow.
Isn't it spelled Athol?
Yep.
So it's pronounced Athol.
That's right.
Yep. It is Athol.
That's why I wanted you to say it.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Hi, people.
Coming up, we have many delightful stories, including we have the mystery of an exploding toilet.
Oh. Was anybody on it?
I don't
Find
know.
out.
There's a lot of DNA to go through. We'll find out about that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though...
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
There's fruitcake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruitcake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruitcake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, what is that, a Skittle?
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Greg Warren and Reno Collier on a Monday. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show. Hope you had a great weekend. Some great college football games on Saturday. Some decent games on Sunday in the NFL. But at any rate, we still have a Monday night game to go to wrap up week number 11. And then we're on to week 12, and you can get your picks in beginning tomorrow morning on Tuesday, maybe tonight after the game. I don't know. I don't know all the rules. I'm just talking. Go to bobandtom.com/contest for all the rules, and you could be entered to win a big Green Egg Mini Max and then pick against Chick McGee and his shoe-in of the week. It's been a lot of fun all season. We had a great cookout last Thursday with the big green eggs on the front porch. Had some delicious lamb chops and turkey and chicken wings. Oh, my gosh. The big green egg is what you need in your backyard, on your patio, your porch, wherever you like to grill out. That's where you need to have your big green egg mini max. And again, this contest sponsored by the folks at Big Green Egg. Rolling through a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The Walt Disney Company has tapped its former CEO, Bob Iger, to return to head the company for 2 years.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at the Cheese Store, NNY.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
chick is on assignment. Am I right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I just saw those two walk out of the Minute Suites outside of Bravo 4. I know. Why pay for that when you can use one of those breastfeeder pump stations?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours. Oh. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice day with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up
see
a
ya.
shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, go slow, I'm spilling my chili.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're out.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. Not any news desk, the Poetry for Neanderthals original edition news desk. It's Christy Lee. That's right. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
I'm going to try another one.
Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Josh is going to explain the rules. Go ahead. How does it work? This is the nice, clean family edition of Poetry for Neanderthals. Josh, explain how this works.
Yes, and you can give us hints for a 2-word phrase that we have to guess, but you can only use one-syllable words.
Ready?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he's awful today.
Ready? Oh, I got this. This is so easy.
I bet you don't.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Are you going to keep doing this till you're good at it? Is that the approach?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Sit in this
Chair.
wet
Seat.
Spot.
Bathtub?
tub.
Tub?
Bath?
Bath.
Bathwater.
Bath bomb.
Bathroom.
Wait a minute.
Bathroom boogie.
Bob.
Apples.
Draw Bob. Square.
SpongeBob.
Yes.
Sponge bath.
Sponge bath. See, how perfect.
Very good.
Perfect, he said.
Well, I think that was amazing, Tom. No less than amazing. Thank you.
Sponge bath. Chris, anybody ever had a sponge bath?
No.
You guys have been in the hospital a lot.
Boy, hang on. Oh, there's karma. It's coming for you, Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 1958 calling.
Well, they had to have given you a bath in the hospital, a sponge bath.
You know, but you know how they do it now?
No, I
It's
don't.
with wet wipes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This kind of a shh.
You know, if you ask them to give you a suppository, they will not do it. They just hand you the suppository and
That's
say,
not
good luck.
necessarily
That's
true.
what they told me.
No, ma'am. I want you to put it on my butt. Push it into my butt.
You got preposition trouble. Put it on your butt.
You know, the suppository doesn't go up in there?
No, not. You. I thought you said on your butt.
Oh, if I did, I didn't mean to. I meant up. Up.
All right.
Up and in is what you want.
I think your nurse pulled a fast one on you.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Or she looked at you and went, you do it. I don't want to touch your hairy butt crack.
What do you mean looked at me and said,
you look like you're a hairy man?
Did she give you a glove?
No.
Well, they're supposed to give you a glove and one of those push sticks you use to load a rifle.
A musket? A musket loader?
What do those call that? What did you call it again? You got the...
A blunderbuss is the old-fashioned
Is
gun.
there one of those pusher gizmos?
I don't know what. I think Dick Wright's a musket.
Are we back to blunderbuss?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's a terrible word. Blunderbuss.
It sounds like you're.
I think it's a fun word.
It sounds like
No, it's a horrible sounding
Sounds like you
word.
made a mistake ordering boobs.
No, to
I
me,
made a blunderbuss.
blunderbuss sounds like one of those kid shows. You know, like those sort of phony. This is the world we don't live in, and it looks like.
Welcome to Blunderbuss.
This is the world we don't live
You mean
in.
like the new zoo review or something?
Yeah.
It's blunderbuss.
Bluey.
Look, when the population divided.
There's a talking
exactly.
owl.
Okay.
Henrietta Hippo.
That was a great show.
Of course it was. Ace wonders why that didn't win it.
Zoo review.
Oh, why were you watching it?
I tried to sample everything.
Ace watches everything.
Ace should be a television critic because he watches other than the 4 hours he's here or 5. It's
Yes, but he
nothing
still
but
thinks the
television.
best TV show is Alf, and he couldn't be wrong.
Quite good, yeah.
No, Green Acres is the greatest show ever.
Green Acres?
So it's Green Acres, then it's Alf. What's number 3?
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer was funny.
With David Ray.
Yeah.
David Rashi.
It was funny. but,
Rashi.
Never saw it. What is that? Is that a sitcom?
It was like kind of a spoof.
It was the Dirty Harry parody.
Yeah. It was funny.
Oh, I remember.
It didn't last long, but I loved it.
2 seasons.
It was really surprising it didn't last so long.
A lot of great shows don't last, that's for sure.
I have it on DVD.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for a palate cleanser before we segue into the world of serious news. And here it is.
Perfect.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Thanksgiving week, Chick. What's the best song to listen to while you're preparing your turkey?
Let me see. What is the best song Thanksgiving week to listen to while you're preparing your turkey?
Well, it's all about that bass. About that bass.
No trouble tasting all the meat.
It's all about
Good
that bass.
tag,
about
Josh.
that bass.
Thank you.
No gravy. What is it?
Speaking of meat and good food, how about some Omaha steaks? The holidays are here. Achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, delicious Omaha steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout to get $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks.
Delicious. Thank you very much.
That's the word. All about that based. About that based.
Delicious. There you go. There you go. The perfect gift, by the way. I just send them to folks out of town. Or send them to folks in town, then you can come over and, hey, can I help you eat those steaks?
Yeah.
Well, they're very good.
Why don't you invite me over?
Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have we missed?
Police in Michigan arrested a man who they say took an Uber to and from a bank robbery.
Oh.
According to Southfield Police, a man named Mr. Jason Christmas hired an Uber to take him to a Huntington Bank branch and had the driver wait while he allegedly committed the robbery inside. The Uber driver then took the 42-year-old back to his apartment. After using surveillance video from the bank, police were able to pull the Uber driver over, who they say was unaware of Mr. Christmas's plans. WJBK
We're on your side just because.
reports that the reason Christmas gave for using an Uber was that his license was suspended and he was worried about driving without one.
Oh, so he's concerned about breaking the law with the DMV.
Body cam footage of the arrest shows police officers pulling money stained by dye packs out of Christmas's pockets, who was also covered in red dye.
I swear I had no idea what was going on. The guy got out of the car wearing a ski mask and holding an empty hockey equipment bag.
Yeah, when does the red dye go off? Wouldn't it have gone off in the car, in the Uber?
I don't know when the dye packs go off.
I'm not sure, but I mean, it said when they arrested him, he was covered in the dye. So
right.
I don't know. Do you suppose he had a chance to review the driver for? You know, when you take an Uber, you always get to review.
Oh
the
yeah,
driver.
I always.
Oh, it's got to be 5 stars.
Oh, you got
5 stars.
Because they weren't caught in transit.
Yeah.
He wasn't an accessory.
Yeah. So leave a nice tip. Does this happen often, do you think?
Boy, I don't know. Ask an Uber driver.
Yeah, I don't think like bank robberies, but I'd imagine people are like, Ubering to the liquor store or to either drug dealer's house. It happens for breaking the law, but I don't think a lot of bank robberies happen in the back of Ubers.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I bet robbing a bank feels so amazing.
Why would you think that?
It's got to be fun while you do it. The anxiety after wouldn't make it worth it for me, but in the moment, it's got to be a good time.
Why would it be fun?
Oh, just the fun.
yeah, when the guard puts a bullet through your skull.
Oh, geez.
Hey, man. It's better than lying in some bed somewhere, you know what I mean? Rotting away.
Yeah, man.
Take a chance in life. I'll tell you who it isn't. Me.
You're not living, you're dying, man.
It's got to be hard having the name Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you think? This guy's name is Jason Christmas, the alleged suspect, perp.
Jason Christmas is also the name of the new Friday the 13th movie coming out. It's going to be awesome.
Christmas at Jason's house?
Why would you say?
Okay, coming up, a very unusual request.
Okay.
I'm very excited about that may or may not segue into a Pat Godwin song. I think it will. All right. I'm looking forward to that. Also, we have King Charles. Is it called an edict?
Yeah.
He's getting bossy.
He's allowed. He waited long enough.
But his first one, this appears to be the first one getting any publicity.
Do you think he kept a notebook of all the things I'm going to do when I become king?
Yes, he had a king vision board.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut out pictures.
Certain people with a line through them. Okay, that's coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at thecheesestorennny.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. The Cheese Store, NNY.com.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
Pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
Taking an early Wednesday off before the holiday weekend, and we wish Chick well, of course, because he deserves a break, don't you think? Having to work with Tom every day. So, at any rate, the shoe-in of the week coming up, a special Tuesday edition tomorrow. We'll have more on that later. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Parts of New York State finally caught a break yesterday after a storm spent days dumping a potentially record-setting amount of snow on cities and towns east of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Many businesses in the hardest hit areas remain closed, though highways are reopened and travel bans in many areas have been lifted. Meanwhile, bands of lake effect snow were expected to have brought another 2 feet in some areas overnight. The Walt Disney Company has tapped its former CEO, Bob Iger, to return to head the company for 2 years.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
It's pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
Win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sex is so prevalent in our society that nobody mentions what happens if you keep having it. You know, that, I think every porno movie should end with giving birth to triplets. You know, just as a disclaimer, you know. So everybody knows, you know, what you're getting, you know. But I'm a stepfather, too. Which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you know, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You know, you're not like my real dad. You know, that's right. You can find me. You know, track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
Way. They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is
a night.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone, singing the theme to the new Zoo Review off the air. One of his favorite
I
shows.
don't remember the new Zoo
There's
Review.
Willie Griswold.
It predated Barney.
Okay.
I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold. There was a guy on it who looked like he could have been Groucho Marx's grandson, who was kind of the... It was a zoo.
Was it on PBS?
He had glasses and a mustache. I'm not maybe. I'm not sure. I remember Henrietta Hippo, though. That's all I remember.
Pat, we had a letter earlier. I read part of it. It's about... I was saying that your new album, Christmas Bonus, does not feature some of your finest work, apparently. And you played the great song Expanding Waistband, the Baba O'Reilly knockoff.
Blubber O'Reilly, yeah.
Blubber, that's very, very funny.
Thank you.
But this person goes on to say how much he enjoyed so many of your songs that he would share with his nephew. Then he goes on to say, there's been a falling out between the family, and I'm going to miss the annual viewing of Expanding Wasteland with my nephew this year. Then he asked to play it, which you did. But then he says, I'm so sorry this turned into a Delilah letter at the end. Of course, he's referencing Delilah. If you've never heard Delilah on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Tom Jones. Wonderful.
No, not
Tom
that.
Jones.
What?
Is it Hey There, Delilah? What is this?
No, this is a
plain white tees.
This is a
that's a good song.
radio person known as Delilah. I've worked with her on several occasions.
We've done some work. Yeah, lovely woman.
Yeah, and she has one of those sort of nighttime shows that lots of requests. And we had a guest who was talking about Delilah, and if you haven't heard her, this encapsulates her entire persona in 30 seconds, and you'll see why, because it's from a genius comedian, and here it is.
I'm actually in love right now. My boyfriend and I are walking around town in a two-headed snuggie. It's getting pretty intense.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm so good, because I have a hard time listening to the love songs with Delilah. Where are you calling from tonight? Where are you? What's going on with you tonight? What's your name? Requests and dedications. Hi, Amy, calling in from Tustin, Arizona. What's going on with you tonight? You and Matt broke up. It's hard. What do you want to say to Matt tonight? We'll play that for you. That's Penny Lover by Lionel Richie. Penny Lover.
That's Maria Bamford. That's genius in 30 seconds.
That's so good.
Even if you're not familiar with Delilah, I think you kind of pick up on what's going on.
Penny Lover. Tustin, Arizona.
God, that is so funny.
What do you want to say? Oh, love, yeah, it's hard. What do you want to say?
And Delilah has had her difficulties, certainly, herself.
Of course
she is wonderful. I used to listen to that show on the road all the time. It was great. Yeah.
So
comforting.
Yeah. So we've done a bunch of stuff together. So we're going to move forward here. We have Christy Lee, she's her own little Delilah.
I am.
Should we have a little segment where you answer people's questions?
Oh God.
Ask Christy.
Well, we do that with Allie, don't we?
I don't want it to be stuff like
step on her toes.
Dear Christy, I work with a bunch of men that are just the same kind of a-hole you work with. I don't know how.
Be a lot of that.
How do you deal with it?
A lot of that.
Well, I don't know how you stand it.
It's called.
I don't know how you stand it.
It's called alcohol, honey.
There's an interesting segue. We take phone calls from people who are drunk at work. Okay. And you're operating a lathe? Okay, sure.
Oh, terrific.
They're called functioning alcoholics.
We don't want to encourage that. No,
of course not.
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Greg Warren. Also, comedian Reno Collier with his Country Fried Take. I want to remind everybody that Josh Arnold, beginning this Wednesday evening, will be at the Funny Bone in St. Louis.
So what?
Including, am I correct in saying there's going to be a special Thanksgiving show?
That's right.
Well, that's going to be great. And then Donnie Baker, Saturday, is at the Attica Fairgrounds. This is in Attica, Ohio. Not the Attica Penitentiary.
No.
Okay.
It's a different
I
one.
wonder which was first, Attica, Ohio, or Attica, the penitentiary, or Attica, New York.
Probably Attica, Ohio.
Probably Attica in the old world, I'm guessing.
Really? Yeah, back in Prague, they had a suburb in Attica.
It's Attica Finch.
Greg Warren. Attica Finch.
That's right.
That would be funny.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
No, but I mean a stage play where the guy walks out wearing one of those big white and black striped prison suits. I'll kill that mockingbird.
What?
Wow.
Mockingbird. I know. Yeah, it was close.
I'll step on him. We have.
I don't see how we can continue now.
We have. I mentioned Josh is out on the road. Pat Godwin, Saturday, November 26th at Lebowski's Rockin' Bowl in Washington, Iowa.
Just the big joints.
That's nice. And then Patty G, Oskay, and Willie G doing a special thing Wednesday evening at the famous Helium Comedy Club. So that's all happening.
Helium, Indianapolis.
We now turn back to Christy Lee at the news desk. What have you got?
King Charles has banned foie gras from being served in the royal residences.
Really? Is it an animal thing?
It's a duck.
No, I mean, is that why he's banning it?
The BBC reports the monarch is understood to have been a long-standing opponent of the food, which is made from the liver of a duck or goose.
Now, you know how they make that?
Yeah, isn't this the one where they force feed?
Yeah.
How does it work? They force
and
feed.
they know exactly how much to feed it before the duck's legs break. Yeah.
A letter from the king's household to PETA now confirms that a foie gras ban is in place across the royal household and for all royal residences, including Buckingham Palace. The PETA group is also campaigning for the use of fake fur instead of ermine for robes at the king's.
Ermine, I think.
Ermine.
Ermine?
Ermine is it's a little mink-like.
Is it? I've never seen that before. I've never seen the word ermine.
It's a vermin, ermine.
Vermin?
Oh,
yeah.
vermin.
Vermin.
You know who has quite extensive menagerie of ermine is Chris Berman.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
He's German, isn't he?
He is German.
Well, his grandfather, Herman Berman.
Right. Herman Berman is German, and he is a lot of that
from
vermin
the old
called
country.
vermin.
You know how his grandfather started the family? He was Sperman.
That's exactly
right.
He's
Sperman all over the
place. He was in the German army. He drove a tank.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Sherman?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But the tank, though, made him uncomfortable. He was squirming.
He was always squirming.
Oh, but he was such a preachy jackass. He'd get up there and do a sermon.
Yeah. They're making a movie of him, that director Boz
Lerman?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to star Uma Thurman.
This is so bad. She's great. That never stopped us before, Willie.
Speaking of food.
Dad, don't enter into it, baby.
Chicken made from real.
Well, he's also doing that comedy, the book of Merman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's
Ethel Merman. Okay.
Yes.
Hang on. If I had a whistle, I'd blow.
Yeah, that's foul.
No, it's Christy is right. It's Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman, not Book of Mormon. Mormon.
No, she's singing her entire repertoire.
The Book of Merman.
The Book of Merman.
Chicken made from real animal
Wait a second.
cells.
So what's this King Charles thing?
You can't have duck foie gras.
See you later. All right. Let's get out of here, you guys.
So wait, I didn't realize you needed a law to not foie gras duck.
We had a good run. There was that whole Berman Sherman thing. We were having a
It's
good
hard
time.
to believe that would get us kicked off the air, isn't it? Of all the things we've said.
I cleared my sinuses. Foie gras.
Foie, not foie.
Gosh, you're not helping.
No, I almost.
Isn't it kind of embarrassing, though? The first thing he does as king is something that involves about 0 people.
Yeah.
No, I
kind of, yeah.
Maybe he doesn't like goose liver, and he just doesn't want to.
No, but I mean, this is a very, very small group of people that are affected by
Who eats pate anyway?
I love anything
Do you
like
really?
that. Yeah,
Oh.
I like a pate. Here we go. Watch this.
Oh, God.
I like a pate with a latte.
After a latte, a little pate.
They do call him the pate starter.
You asked for it, Christy. You got it. Now, to me,
I'm going to cuss you out again. You better watch it.
Again, you've got Prince Charles worried about the foie gras consumption at the palace, but he still lets Prince Andrew have sleepovers there.
Oh. Start small.
No, too soon. What?
Hey, you know what? You know what you should do, kids, is look into a security system for your compound.
Yes.
And we recommend the #1 security system as reported, the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report. That's Simply Safe. You know, during holidays, burglaries skyrocket because there are all those packages all wrapped up, ready to go. Oh. That's why you need Simply Safe home security. And right now, there's never been a better time, if not now, when? If not you, who? Simply Safe Home Security. They're offering 50% off their award-winning security system and a free bottle of Yoo-Hoo. Bottle of Yoo-Hoo, not honored. Order your Simply Safe system for half off today. 50% off. Listen to me now. Enjoy advanced security and greater peace of mind this holiday season. 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology only from Simply Safe, capturing critical evidence and verifying the threat is real. You get faster police dispatch. Simply Safe, whole home security, advanced sensors, every room, window, and door, HD security cameras inside and out, smarter ways to detect motion, and Simply Safe has a top-rated app. You stay in complete control of your system anytime, anywhere. Maybe you're going to Georgia for Thanksgiving. That's right. You'll be able to check in with your home. Arm, disarm, unlock for a guest, access your cameras, or adjust system settings with the Simply Safe app, all for less than $1 a day. Don't miss your chance for massive savings on our favorite security system, Simply Safe, at 50% off any new system. Just go to simplysafetom.com today. It's the biggest discount of the year. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Read the reviews. It's the best. When we come back, we're going to talk with comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh.
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
The best fudge comes from Uranus. Uranus, Missouri. That felt good. Tastes even better. Wow. That's right. Fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com.
Welcome to Uranus.
Let's make Uranus great again. Fudge, yeah. Fudge, 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 fudge. Fudge.
Bob and Tom fans, it's Willie G. This Thanksgiving Eve, November 23rd, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, and I are doing a big show at Helium in downtown Indy. So hop online, go to Helium's website or the link in my Instagram bio and grab some tickets to see me, Jeff Oskey, and my pal Pat Godwin the night before Thanksgiving.
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later. I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls. Yeah. And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. They're great.
Yeah.
Sure. You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a pool, a place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once. Oh, wow. That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? What? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
With these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it. You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, hey, I like you or whatever. Do you want to see some good pictures? Hey, yeah, semicolon, close parenthesis, I do. And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, hey, these are hot.
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper.
Yeah,
I want to feel
see
special.
them with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
Oh, yeah. There's certain problems.
I pooped on the rug.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, that really brings it home for me.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, ladies, if I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
Let it snow.
if you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby.
Buddy.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Tommy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Chick McGee. A couple things coming up, as I mentioned. This is amazing to me that we have a
perfect.
We have a special St. Louis connection. We're going to talk with St. Louis's own Greg Warren in a matter of moments. But Josh Arnold is going to be playing the Funny Bone in St. Louis Wednesday through Saturday night, including a special Thanksgiving Day performance.
Wow.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
So Nikki Glazer was busy, or
she is a little busy. Yes,
and also Greg lives right there. I don't know why Greg Warren wasn't asked to do.
We're joined by comedian Greg Warren, and as you can see, Greg has joined a monastery, and he is now a monk.
He's just wearing a hoodie. Dude.
Man, it looks comfy. Looks very
nice.
comfy.
It is, Josh. Soft.
Yeah.
I have my soft hoodie on.
Hey, I'm still cool staying at your place Friday and Saturday, right?
Anytime you want, buddy. Anytime you want.
All right. Well, I wasn't expecting that answer.
Yep. You're always welcome here, Josh. And I'm coming to see your show on Thursday night, man. I'm going to.
All right.
Bail on Thanksgiving a little early and go see my buddy Josh. Man.
I know what that means. 25-minute guest spot.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hey, Josh, why don't you tell Greg Warren what happened to you over the weekend as your MC was hosting your shows somewhere in Iowa, was it?
That's right, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at the at the Olympic Theater there. And Greg, Jeff Johnson, who you know and love, he was introducing upcoming shows and listing all the great acts that will be there. Make sure you Google that. And he goes, and by the way, we also have the great Greg Warren coming up.
Did they boo?
One lady yelled, boo! And I think Jeff was like, what the hell?
Yeah, Jeff had no idea what the hell was
going on. Listen to the show.
Did they see what you guys did, man?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, this is...
They're excited to see you, man. It'll be a great time.
And aren't you working this weekend, Greg?
Yeah, I'm in Cincinnati at the Funny Bone in Liberty. Yeah, it's a great club.
Yes.
Fun.
So are you going to have to drive back to St. Louis just for one day? Or?
No, they're just Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay.
He's going to see him on Thursday.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. Now, it's my understanding also that you are doing a so-called family-friendly matinee show on Saturday?
Yeah, don't only do it in about 4 or 5 markets, Tom. It's an all ages show, and we bring the kids up on stage after some stand up comedy and interview them. It's like a talk show. It's
wonderful.
Like the old
Josh brought his niece one time.
Yeah.
Like the Art Linkletter thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think ours is a little better. You know.
Yeah, well, nobody takes LSD and jumps out of a building.
Oh man, that's a dark
Art Linkletter. When he said Art Linkletter's name, I thought certainly we won't arrive here. But yet here we are.
Well, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Greg Warren is one of my favorite comedians, and Greg is working on his new television special, which is in the works and will be out at some point soon. Do we have a title yet?
We don't. It's something peanut butter related, but haven't gotten down to it yet.
Okay.
Do you have any? Do you want to run by any?
Don't do this, Greg. It's a trap.
Boy.
Let's just not.
What's the difference between jam and jelly?
Have you considered that as your title?
He's going to do it anyway. He's going to do it anyway.
Write it out. Greg Warren, this is a feature we call the Warren Report, which, by the way, very appropriate, this being November 21st.
Oh,
it sure is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, Oswald was oiling up the rifle.
If that's what you want to believe.
Hey, what topic do you have today, Greg?
Yeah, it's Greg.
Thanks, Chick. Thanks for asking. I want to talk about polar bears today.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it's not the history of convertibles.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, but before I get into polar bears, I was in Montana doing a gig last week, and I was having dinner with some people, a lot of farmers, and they were telling me that there's a ton of grizzly bears up there in Montana.
Oh, man.
Like a lot. And those things they're bad. They kill for fun. And they said there's one area of Montana, there's so many grizzly bears. This lady said we have like an Amber Alert system. And I was like, let me get this straight. Some sicko is kidnapping grizzly bears and doing God knows what to them. I mean, our country has gone to hell.
It really has. In a handbag.
It's just perverts, I'll tell you what.
That's gross.
Yeah. Polar bears, guys, that's the biggest bear. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, 750 to 1,500 pounds.
Fat.
Yeah, biggest one was 2209. Yeah. Now, the Kodiak bear can get close, but it's the polar bear is the biggest ones. They live in 5 countries. Willie, can you name those 5 countries?
Let me give it a shot here.
Sure.
Canada.
Bingo.
Canada, Russia,
Bingo.
North America, because of Alaska.
That's not a country.
North America's not a country. Honey.
Yeah, sorry, United States of America. Bingo.
Bang. You got 2 more, Willie.
And let's go with one of those goofy, kind of the Nordic places, maybe Greenland or Iceland.
Yes.
Okay.
Greenland. You need one more.
I don't know. What are they doing up there in Finland? Are they getting goofy up there with the
You're close, buddy. It's Norway, but that was
very good, Willie. Very good.
That's 3 more than I would have gone.
Very embarrassing.
It was a nice effort. Yeah, quite. We have them in this country, in Alaska.
Do you remember the quiz they used to have where they'd tell you where your house was, and then they'd ask you, and a bear walks by, what color is it?
Oh, yeah.
It was white. It was a polar bear. There's some way about how the sun would hit your house, and that's where it would have to. So a polar bear would have to be walking by or something.
What?
Yeah.
He's right. It's a riddle. He obviously butchered it to almost to an unrecognizable level. But
same thing about when a rooster sits on a roof and lays an egg. Which direction does the
exactly?
egg fall?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
It's like I've heard just the outsides of it, but no.
It's like you. He's like, did you know houses in northern Canada, the way the sun? It's exactly that's what it is. You give the geographical location.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm completely lost.
So am I.
Like Josh's was more boring.
You're right. In an attempt to assist, I completely hindered.
No, I appreciate you assisting instead of being awful and critical.
Right.
I understand that. It's okay. That's fine.
Guys, the polar bear, that's an apex predator. They have no natural enemies. They are at the top up there in the Arctic. Nothing goes after them. Now, a walrus and wolves could kill them.
Okay.
But they don't want to? What?
Well, they're just not. I mean, the polar bear is going to win. I mean, you're the sports guy, Chick. If you got a polar bear against a walrus, what are the odds going on that one?
I'm taking the walrus in the points. I'm going to give walrus. Walrus is going to have like 14 points, though, I think.
Okay.
Walrus plus 14.
Right.
Yeah.
14?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Where's it being played? That's the thing. Is it
Well, it's on home territory. This is in right on the Arctic, on the sea ice.
Are they? Okay. Oh, on the sea ice, so not in the water.
Okay.
No, not in the water.
Okay. What's the spread on global warming versus the polar bear?
Well,
that's that's going to happen.
You can either bet on the polar bear or the myth, whichever you prefer.
Didn't want to get into this one.
Yeah.
But at the end, I did a lot of research. I did some research, and at the end of every article, it says, it's not looking good, and it says you can help. You can help, and we can all do things to save the polar bears. And it said stuff like, I don't know, use less of this and less of that. And then it said, take public transportation. I was like, oh, boy.
I'm out.
There's only so much I can do.
I like polar bears, but the bus? Are you kidding me?
No, but we have
Josh's new book, There's a Polar Bear on the Grassy Knoll, which combines his theory.
Some of you are afraid of the truth.
Here's the problem, though. We have pictures of polar bears. We have videos of polar bears. We don't really need them to exist anymore. We know what they look
terrible.
like.
It's disrespectful to this beautiful animal. Let me tell you something, Chick. These polar bears, they can recognize one of their friends' face even if they haven't seen them in like 20 years.
Sure.
What?
Greg, sure,
Yes,
Greg.
yes, which that skill would come in handy for me with some of my friends from school.
Is that
War Dog, what's up, brother? If I had a polar bear, I'd have seen this coming.
is that based on smell or on the
It's
actual
that is based
morphological-
on sight, but smell, Tom, they can smell up to 20 miles away.
That's amazing.
Oh, that guy sat
20
behind me at the
miles?
game yesterday.
20 miles, Christy. 20 miles. Yeah, and they eat seals. That's what they eat. That's basically their diet is seals. And
that's how he got that scar on his face. It was a polar bear attack.
Seal.
Oh.
Boy, that's unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel bad for these seals because it's like, I mean, these are the biggest bears in the world, and they can run up to 25 miles an hour, and they can smell 30 miles away. The seals are like, thanks a lot, God. Really, all this? And oh, by the way, their skin, their fur is translucent, which allows them to camouflage themselves. So these seals don't have a chance.
No, they don't.
They don't have a shot. Also, they can ask each other. The polar bears can ask each other to share food by touching noses.
Oh.
Yeah, a polar bear walks up and touches nose to your nose. That means he wants to share food.
Or he wants you to bite his face off when you're about 3 inches away.
Or you're an appetizer.
No, I mean, it has to be another polar bear.
Right, sure, yeah.
That wasn't.
Yeah, if a polar bear walks up and touches your nose,
You're an appetizer.
your face is gone.
I think if you're a polar bear and that happens, you're like, God, you know what, Fred? You're a mooch, okay? This isn't like bumming a cigarette. You're 1,500 pounds. You have to eat. This is a normal thing, Just get your own seal.
You gonna finish that?
Oh, isn't the thing that since there's so little stuff up there that anything that moves, they're going to go eat?
Yep.
And from what I understand, Greg, they will, if they do catch sight of something, they'll follow it for a long time.
Yeah, they're very patient.
Yeah.
Now, a seal can outswim them. Polar bears can swim for a long time. One swam for 9 days straight.
Oh, boy.
But the seal in open water can beat them in a sprint in open water. So what they do is they kind of wait. The seals have to come up for air every 15 minutes, and the polar bears sort of just wait at those air holes very patiently.
Boy, that sucks. Well, do I drown or get eaten?
Yeah.
Yeah, this air hole is...
This what?
This air hole. Never.
Didn't you guys do a record in the 90s called Air Holes?
I think
Didn't
we
you guys
did.
have?
I would imagine.
We should have.
I guarantee that's out there.
No.
Yeah, they did this experiment, I guess, in the Winnipeg Zoo. They wanted to study polar bears, and apparently there's something interesting about their scat. So they put glitter in their food.
Oh.
So they could
track them.
Track them. Yeah.
Yep, they're still in the cage.
Either that or polar bears are amazingly flamboyant. I had no idea.
Yeah. Rip Taylor feeds it to him.
So wait a minute. So they put the glitter in their food at the zoo?
Yeah, at the zoo, and then they wanted to track their scat. There's probably some zoo worker like,
not that scat.
Oh, not that. No. Hey, Guy. Don't tell anybody, but I found a diamond mine in the polar bear. There's some big diamonds in there all over the place. The big one. There's one diamond. It's in the shape of a chewed up seal head.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of Churchill, Manitoba?
No.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Winston was born there.
No.
Oh, Churchill, Manitoba. That's where the horse races run.
No.
Churchill Downs.
Cigars. No, this honestly, I've been hearing about this place for like 10 years, and if I ever get rich, this is where I want to go. It's the polar bear capital of the world. There's polar bears all over the place, as well as beluga whale capital of the world, and you can see the northern lights there better than any time. But the polar bears all hang out to wait for the sea ice to freeze around October and November.
See, it's freezing. It's not warming up.
And they have safaris you can go out and see. And there's so many polar bears that in the downtown area, all the residents, the law is you have to have your doors unlocked. Because if you're walking down the street and you see a polar bear, you got to go into somebody's house.
Wait,
wow. It's true.
I have a question. Do the polar bears know that?
Wait a minute. Where is this, Greg?
Churchill.
It's Churchill, Manitoba, chick. And you and I got to go, man.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of money. But
why can't the polar bears walk in somebody's house?
Yeah,
well, they don't know how to open a door
yet.
No, polar bears can't go into a house unless they're invited.
Yes,
is that right?
That's right.
I think that's vampires.
No, I think you're wrong, Greg. It's polar bears.
No, they have these doors on everybody. It's a law, which somebody got it probably misuses that. It's like, hey, polar bear out there. Like,
oh my gosh.
You know what, Ray? How come every time I'm getting undressed, there's a polar bear in the street?
It's uncanny. I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nature. Mother Nature's a cruel.
Christy, do you have the picture of the big tour truck?
Yeah, I was going to show Tom. Yeah,
Look
that's
at that.
exactly what I have.
They have a big tour truck where the polar bears come up and take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, man.
The Great White Bear Tours.
It's like $20,000 or something, but
I can get you on one
I
for
ever get rich.
$7,500 right here.
Really?
Yeah, just give me a credit card.
Oh, you have a Groupon.
Yeah, hold on.
The polar bears.
I don't know if I want to go on the Groupon polar bear tour.
Just hop in this wagon. What?
They know you're on a Groupon if you go to. It's embarrassing.
Did you guys know this? Between the 20s and the 60s.
I did know that. Oh, sorry.
Said it, man. What a jerk. Between the 1920 and 1960, it was a giant thing in Germany to have your picture taken with a guy in a polar bear suit.
What?
Yes, somebody did this research. There's all these pictures of Germans.
Is there any way we can bring it back?
It's all over there, man. Yeah, and there really is no explanation for it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
When did the Coca-Cola polar bear thing?
1922 was the first polar bear ad.
What?
Yeah, and then I guess in Germany you couldn't get Coca-Cola during World War II, and Fanta sort of co-opted the polar bears.
Oh, okay.
And they think that might have had something to do with those polar bear pictures.
1922, I think it was still known as cocaine cola. Nothing, huh?
I didn't know.
You know, that's where it.
That's how it started.
I think that was a little earlier, but
if you're a certain part of the world, a bear walks by your house, it has to be white. Did you know that?
That was helpful.
Did you know, hey, Chick, this is going to blow your mind. You know, their fur is not white; it's translucent. It just reflects the light.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
And they have black skin. Yeah.
Polar bears?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so if you shaved one, it would be black?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, don't do that.
No, I'm going to give this a shot. I got clippers.
They don't like it.
They don't like it at all.
I can give you a nice fade. Very, very trendy right now.
Yeah. Here's something. They actually have been known to crossbreed with the grizzly bears.
Wow.
Yeah, they're called Pisleys or Growler bears. This is true.
Well, the newest thing is the polar doodle.
Yeah, they're very trendy. Yeah. You do not want to see the videos. It's a dangerous
animal, though. These people adopt them.
The thing is, if you have an allergy, it's much better because they're hypo.
Yeah, they are.
They're hypoallergenic.
Yeah. You won't sneeze before they bite your head off.
Yeah, they're very mean. We have to move on here, Greg. I want to point out that Greg is going to do. a Friday and Saturday at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati. And he'll be doing a guest set, apparently, in St. Louis with Josh Arnold.
I hope so. I can't wait to see him, man.
Thursday night. Josh is doing Wednesday through Saturday night at the Funny Bone in St. Louis.
Oh, you're doing Wednesday night, too?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll go see that.
Okay, yeah. Hang out both nights.
Awesome, man.
And I have nowhere to go Thursday, so what time should I be at your dad's? Or
my brother Devin's. You're welcome, buddy. You are welcome there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll bring the brown and serve rolls.
That's right.
I'm baking pies, Tom. Baking pies.
What kind?
I think it's going to be pumpkin, sweet potato, and I may try a French silk this year.
Oh, nice.
Oh, boy.
This all sounds delicious.
The Everest of pies.
Okay. Well, thanks, Greg.
Thanks, guys.
Always enjoy
Happy Thanksgiving, Greg.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Now, we've been talking about jewelry a little bit, and as we just heard, the polar bear that gave birth to the diamond-encrusted scat.
We never found out why they were doing that.
Yeah, I still don't understand why they would do that at the zoo. I mean, it would be one thing to... But
they kind of know where it is, I would think.
They
have a pooper scooper.
It's fun for the fans.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Christmassy glitter at the scat. How about something with real diamonds? That's where Steven Singer Jewelers comes in. Steven Singer, you'll find him at IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven has something going on right now. This is the best value in real diamond stud earrings anywhere. It's called the Anita. Under $300, beautiful real diamond studs. And Steven makes it easy to buy real diamond jewelry for someone you love. No phony sales, no haggling, no nonsense. Just check that box and move forward in life. It's that simple. Steven is famous for his fast, free shipping both ways. Steven also has the best guarantee in the business, a 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. Free shipping. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Click on the Anita Diamond Stud Earrings or see what else he's got. And remember, you can always upgrade with Steven Singer. If you want to maybe next year get an even bigger set of whatever it is, you can do it. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler. You can trust Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier. Also coming up, we have sheep in the news, and we have a new science of sizes. The size committee has met. The international size people.
Is that right?
That's right. We'll find out what that is. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete...
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition.
Yes.
Of Poetry for Neanderthals. All right. Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right. Yep.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby. Got it. Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
you know, that
good.
would be a female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, here, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you to give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
No.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, what, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Deuce. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the
all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a deuce.
It
There-
says drop
there-
a deuce.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
At auction for nearly $670,000. Dylan wrote to Barbara Ann Hewitt between 1957 and 1959 when he was still known as Bob Zimmerman. In fact, in one of those letters, Dylan spoke of changing his name and selling millions of records. Hewitt's daughter found the letters after her mom died in 2020. Meanwhile, the bookstore plans to keep the letters and have them available for Dylan fans and scholars to study. And the reign of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, continues. It earned another $67 million in ticket sales at the box office over the weekend. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working his cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie Titanic.
Oh. Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Why, hello, chick.
She's at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition News Desk. There's
yeah.
Pat. There's Pat Godwin.
Why, hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Heading to St. Louis for the holiday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby.
Buddy.
Yeah, that's right. There's Willie Griswold.
I declare today cheeseburger day. I'm going to go to Culver's for lunch, just letting everybody know.
All right.
That's good, huh?
Get
My
out,
choice,
get out of his way. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Got a couple updates here.
All right.
Update us.
We had Greg Warren talking about polar bears, and he was saying at some zoo they were feeding the polar bears glitter to track their scat.
Yeah.
As it's digested. It's like we couldn't figure out, well, obviously they're not going anywhere. They're at the zoo. Here's the explanation. Apparently, they give each bear different color glitter, so they know which one is
which scat's which.
so they can then check the scat for diseases.
Gotcha.
Rookie
That makes
employee,
sense.
last hired, gets to...
Thank you for that information. Robert and William both sent me that. And then another William says, also it makes for the worst Easter egg hunt.
I found the golden...
in history.
By the way, I mentioned what's known as the polar bear riddle during Greg's
Yes.
report, and
Yeah.
I was roundly shouted down.
No, I knew what you were talking about.
Justifiably
idea.
so.
You didn't tell it right. How does it go?
Here's how it goes. You live in a house. All four sides face south. A bear walks by.
Wait, that's not possible.
What color's a bear?
How can four sides of a house all...
It's at the very top of the North Pole.
They're top of the
So
North Pole.
every side.
Oh, okay. Boy, that's going to... Is this an HVAC thing?
HVAC.
So what color is
Are we
the
going to go to
bear?
Window
What
Nation?
color's
and get
the
some
bear when it
solid-
walks by? And the only kind of bear that's up there is what? It's polar bear.
Polar
White.
bear.
There you go. And, of course, the famous polar bear joke. How do you catch a polar bear? You cut a hole in the ice. You put peas around the hole, and when the polar bear comes up to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
That's right.
You remember that?
Sure.
I think Arnie Whiskey told that.
Yeah,
that
that's a
morning.
classic.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh God.
No, in the wild, Greg mentioned that the polar bears eat seals. What do they feed them at the zoo?
Seals.
Seals.
Yeah, the seals that aren't cute anymore.
If you go to a polar bear in a zoo, you won't see any seals.
Haven't you ever seen a polar bear gagging up a beach ball?
That's a very funny joke.
Funny.
Okay, here we go.
They'll also eat fish and other things. So, yeah.
I was trying to figure out what happened. We had a story last week. I want to say it was 40,000 mink. Remember this?
Yeah.
They were apparently, some terrorist or something released these minks at some mink farm. And I kind of wanted to know what happened. And the story has a couple of unpleasant aspects to it I won't go into right here.
That many of them got run over and a snowplow had to be used to
Thank you very much.
scrape them up.
Make off
for no reason, I guess.
because they're slick. The entrails would be
Apparently, according to the sheriff, this was in Van Wert, Ohio. The Van Wert County Sheriff said they do not have a good chance of surviving on their own in the wild. They lack natural survival skills.
I see.
Most of them have been accounted for. They kind of know where they went, but he has advised residents not to shoot the creatures.
No. Plus, so many of them have already been run over. They burst.
Also, they can bite. So if you're in that area, contact the authorities. You don't want to get yourself bitten by a mink.
Well, you know when a mink doesn't bite? It's when it's been run over. It's done.
Would you quit with the run over minks?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's important to get the news out.
Christy, have you ever been called a little minx?
No, not that I recall.
Different spelling.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a mink and an ermine?
Oh, I love this show.
It's about
of course,
pounds, right?
minks aren't German, like the ermine.
Like Herman Berman.
Boy, I didn't mean to start this up, but hey, why not?
You know how you determine an ermine.
Doesn't Pat have a song about?
Oh, hi Pat. Let's change the subject. What do you got?
I have a protest song for you. For farmers in Peter's Common, open cages, let them go. Bust the fence and see them running. Mink loose in Ohio. Gotta get traps and catch 'em. Little weasels are eating our goats. Should have been caught long ago. What if you lost your cat and found her dead on the ground? Think of all the profit from those fur coats. Mink loose in Ohio. How many more? Mink loose. 40,000 more. Mink loose in Ohio. Gotta go. Neil's gotta go.
That is
silly.
Rarely do you, the rare parody
Yeah,
of
so disrespectful. But your parody of Tears in Heaven coming up about polar bears is hilarious. Look forward to that, certainly. Thank you, Pat. In any event, if you see a mink, call the police. Don't
just ignore it.
Just ignore it. What are the police going to do? They're not going to capture it.
They have professional trappers on there helping them.
You can't handcuff it; it just slips right through.
Okay.
You want people
Feed
to
a
clog up?
coyote. Let them. It's nature.
Yeah, don't bother the emergency line.
Yeah. God.
Call the police.
What's the problem? I've seen a mink.
I don't know. It might be a mink, might be an ermine. I'm not sure what.
Okay. Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Coming up, we have the #1 dog name of 2022. We have sheep in the news. We have lab-grown chicken, exploding toilets, and speaking of defecants, we have hippodefecant coming up.
I love that movie.
That's quite a segue.
Oh, that was The Descendants.
You love defecants.
Okay. This story that you kind of glossed over there is huge. Is this lab-grown chicken?
Yeah.
This is a big thing. So we'll find out when we come back about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Have you thought about your holiday gifts yet for all those clients and friends? I've got a great idea for you, a great solution, something that'll make everybody happy. The Cheese Store, NNY.com. And let's look at some of this great stuff. Look at this, The Cheese Store, owned and operated by 22 local dairy farmers in northern New York. It's The Cheese Store. There are no supply chain issues, so get those holiday gifts out there for all your clients and your friends.
Get great gifts for the family, co-workers, clients, and more at thecheesestore.nny.com. Order today and get free shipping on all orders over $89. thecheesestore.nny.com.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
What do you order at Starbucks?
What's the new thing?
Come
on.
Something new?
Oh, Bob.
You know, with my overt masculinity, I can pull off anything.
What are you ordering these?
I have
something frou-frou?
No, not foo-foo at all. It's very simple. It's called a misto.
A misto.
Misto.
I want a
Misto
misto.
horny.
Misto
horny. Misto Griswold, your drink is ready.
What's a misto?
It's just
coffee with
steamed milk.
Isn't that
Isn't that a latte?
A latte or a cappuccino?
I don't know what.
Intellectually, you have to be with all of us when we're frustrated with you because you used to stand behind a person at Starbucks and when you would make fun of them endlessly when they go, "I want coffee extra hot," and now you can't have your coffee unless the milk is steamed. You see why?
No, because when you put the cream in it, it cools the coffee too much.
What if it's? Oh, my God.
So you're adding cream already? You're adding more cream?
He's adding
No.
cream.
It's it's skim milk. You can get steamed skim milk. So
I don't understand the difference between a cappuccino, a latte, a misto. It's all steamed milk. They all add it to coffee.
Why don't you tell me the difference between a taco and a burrito and all the
Hard shell,
crap?
soft shell.
It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. With no, it's see. There's subtle distinctions. See, Christy, that's me. I'm all about subtlety.
What do you say?
I'd like a non-fat misto, please.
A non-fat misto. Well, you got to say a size. Do you say that first or
venti,
last?
grande, tall. What do you got?
Probably the
big one.
Do you say a first or last?
First.
First.
I always do the large. If I'm ordering for my wife at Starbucks, I'll have a large coffee with that creamy stuff you put in there.
So
you
you're
mean
not
a
gonna
latte?
So you're not going to
grande? No,
you're not going to pretend you know the language.
No, because I don't know the language.
But I mean, if it's golf, would you say I want an iron, or would you say, well, I don't want to use one of the wooden ones. Give me one of the metal sticks. Oh yeah, I got you, Bob.
What are you talking about? You know what bugs me at Starbucks?
That's sad. I actually kind of got that analogy.
Did he say metal stick?
Metal stick.
I'm going to go over there and beat the crap out of him right now.
I got your back, brother.
You got to answer the phone.
I didn't see anything.
This is Larry King. Hang up the phone.
You let that phone ring.
As far as I know, he fell down a lot. That's what I'm telling
people.
He
was pushed down a lot.
Bob and Tom.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you in the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's funny how quickly, in 4 years, my wife has learned to read my nonverbal cues. Did your wife? Yeah,
sure.
If I'm reading a newspaper, my wife can just know that I'm lonely and would much rather have a conversation about her dream kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is why I now understand why married men read the paper in the bathroom. We know our wives are going to interrupt us, but at least they have to suffer to do it. Have you ever tried to watch a ball game? Just sit and something about that triggers something in my wife that immediately household chores have to be done right now. Immediately. So the only thing I can do to relax now is I walk around my yard with a hose. The water's not even on. I'm just walking around the yard with a hose.
That's great.
Is he working? Okay, then I can be sort of happy if I think he's working.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet.
We have to at least say that.
No.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Yes, we all hate each other. If that's what you've tuned in for, boy, do you have the right place. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition News Desk.
I love you, Chick. I don't hate you.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Excited for Turkey Day. Who isn't?
Oh, there's Ace Cosby, buddy, manning the track phone hotline.
Because you don't have to cook it.
There's Willie Griswold. All you got to do is eat it. I'm Chick McGee.
Is your turkey currently bathing in some brine?
Nope, it's being defrosted. Is that the word? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It's thawing in the refrigerator, if you will.
Okay, very good, very good. You want to remind everybody to do that?
Yeah, you should do that.
Don't forget to pull those giblets out.
Well, you can't do that yet.
I think there's
oh, for God's sake.
I think you're supposed to put it in the refrigerator until it thaws, not out on the counter for 6 days.
God, no.
Don't do that.
Yeah, the coyotes will
No,
get
no.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know where you live, but yeah, maybe the coyotes would get it. I don't. What's wrong with you?
Doing a 15-pounder this year.
Wow.
Not small. I usually like 24.
Now, we have a letter here.
Did you hear that story?
I know.
I want to
It's
review
as
this
good as
very
your
quickly.
cat's story.
A lot of folks had some pretty serious snow. This is Joe writing from Erie, Pennsylvania. He says, I stopped at the grocery store on the way to work. There was not one, not two, but 3 cars lined up right in front of the door, running their flashers. They're flasher parking.
Yeah, they are.
Thus blocking the entrance. Thank you, Chick McGee.
Darn right they were.
Okay. Dear Bob and Tom Show. My husband and I went out to dinner this weekend at an upscale steak place. Suddenly in the background, I heard, can you see that girl in the corner?
I'll have to take her out of her chains.
Thanks for the laugh, Angie. You're welcome, Angie. Thank you for listening.
Something, baby.
Coming up, comedian Reno Collier will be joining us with his country fried take. What have you got over there, Christy?
Well, chicken made from real animal cells grown in laboratories could be available soon on your grocery store shelf after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the products for the first time. The FDA officially approved Upside Foods chicken made from cells grown in bioreactors.
Don't you think the Food and Drug Administration and people in food are always trying to work for people in drugs? Don't you think? It's like at least most we can do in food is like grab a Snicker bar or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, next door, all I hear is Jimi Hendrix all day. Party.
You know they're having a party at the drug section.
This is serious. This is real serious business.
Why is it real serious business, Tom?
Well, because this could be the future of food. I mean,
and getting chicken to places where chicken can't get.
Well,
was
okay. Yeah.
Were those words? In the
yeah, they kind of make sense.
I love this. How does a chicken get to a place that a chicken can't get to?
Practice.
Where are chickens in places they're not supposed to be? Like in a big apartment building?
I don't mean where they're not supposed to be. I mean,
no, I think the notion here is that they could all of a sudden all of your food. This is kind of scary, if you ask me.
I think it's very scary.
No, this is a good thing overall. You can get Ethiopia can now have chicken. Is what I'm saying.
Really?
Sure. What's wrong with that?
Don't they have chicken now?
Very little.
They're going to be cloning Colonel Sanders and sending him over. And no, this is scary stuff. They're
fine.
Free-range chicken. I mean, they spilled the test tube.
Oh.
I bet you Kelly makes a lot of vegan stuff, and you don't even know it's vegan. I bet you eat vegan probably 3 nights a week, and you have no idea.
I have no idea.
Is she vegan?
No, that's not fair. All of the meals he eats, he has no idea what he's eating.
I have a question. How far away are these scientists from being able to grow new human livers? I'm asking for some friends.
No.
Whoa.
That'd be something.
Godwin has been looking a little yellow.
It's not my new makeup.
Are you?
I mean, are they going to be able to make, I think the real question, can they do like, filet mignon or...
They're working on it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Or shrimp.
Remember, there's even one laboratory that's working on a human-flavored meat.
I saw that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Why would you even want to go there?
Well, for cannibals who,
all right, yeah.
They're ostracized.
I imagine that whole Dahmer thing has probably made that more popular.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that would be a really bad fast food place. Why do they call it Frank's? Do they serve hot dog? No. It tastes like the founder, Frank.
We put the Jack and Jack in the box.
Literally. Ugh.
I'm sorry, Christy. What have you got?
Hey, bumblebees have been officially classified as fish in California.
Really?
The California Court of Appeal reversed a lower court's ruling against several agricultural groups who argued that the California Endangered Species Act protects only birds, mammals, fish, amphibians, reptiles, and plants, but not insects.
Oh.
However, Associate Justice Ronald Robbie wrote for the appeals court that while quote-unquote fish commonly understood to refer to aquatic species, the term employed by the legislature is not so limited.
What?
Really?
Therefore, as terrestrial invertebrates, all 4 bumblebee species may be listed as endangered or threatened.
Why not just add bumblebees to it?
Well, look at Mr. Idea Man. Where were you when we were arguing?
Well, then we have to reprint the books, and they're not fish.
California, I guess. I don't know.
But this is the same place where pizza was declared a vegetable, Josh. So this is a good thing. That seems so crazy.
Yeah.
This has to be decided by a court?
This is
really?
bizarre.
Okay. All right. Good
Have
luck.
you ever wondered why hippopotami spin their tails when they defecate?
It's funny.
Well, it is funny. I'll give you that. But researchers at McGill University now have an answer. University director Dr. Joe Schwartz explained hippos can be infested with a leech that has the same brown coloring.
What?
This is to keep birds from finding the predatory worms. He writes leeches live inside the hippo after crawling through the anus into the rectum, where they reproduce.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'm off to work. Crawling in the anus.
They're squeezed out whenever the hippo defecates, and the animal twirls its tail around to ensure the parasites do not crawl back in.
Okay.
Oh, that's why the helicopter tail?
Yep.
That's interesting.
And that's where the phrase "when the poop hits the fan" comes from, because that's exactly what's going on. So people went to college to learn how to talk about this?
Well, it's pretty fascinating, isn't it?
I think it is.
What kind of a gig is that?
Well, if you're into
So they have to.
hippos-
Do they have to anesthetize the hippo to go check for the leeches in the old keister?
I'm not. I don't know.
Because aren't hippos super dangerous? Don't they kill more humans than
Yes.
They do.
sharks?
It's the most dangerous land animal, yeah.
I don't think that's true.
No, it is true.
It's absolutely true. Exactly.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I thought hippos were nice. They always look like they're like the nice guys.
Yeah.
They're
kinda
dancing. They have umbrellas. Yeah.
They're like little tiny elephants.
Hungry hippos.
Yeah.
Ought to clear the marbles.
What a great toy.
That is a fun game. I enjoy it. Sometimes I play alone.
You run all of them.
I won.
Well,
Okay, that was a funny visual. That's worth looking up on YouTube.
It looked like he was playing a fun little bongo. Some of them were far away.
Hey, before all that snow hit in upstate New York, WTEN reports a
That's
deer
right. Channel 10.
that had been running through the parking lot of the Wells Nursing Home in Johnstown went crashing through a window and began to run around the building.
Oh, my gosh.
That's funny.
Staff managed to confine the buck to one area while Johnstown Police and Fulton County Emergency Management
Shot it to death?
responded to the nursing home. The deer eventually ran off, Josh, and though the animal caused some property damage, there were no reported injuries to any residents or staff.
they were all there, but only 90% of them can remember seeing it.
Yes. 2% thought it was their grandson.
And it happened.
I missed you, Kevin.
It was absolutely packed. It was in the cafeteria. It was packed. It was 3 o'clock. Dinner time.
You better not eat the Jell-O, I'll tell you that. Son of a bitch.
Well, thank you very much, Christy.
Oh, sure.
Coming up, comedian Reno Collier will be joining us. Also, we have a... do you have the story of the exploding toilet? I was hoping we
I
could
do
get to
have that, of course.
This is a fascinating mystery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Agatha Christie like.
Oh, yeah.
Can we bet on whether or not Reno's still stuck in his garage?
That's a good bet.
Stuck.
I bet he was in there.
He's got to be there. And why is he there again?
Because somebody's having their house painted.
Why
and
leave
staying
now?
with them.
Thanksgiving's,
Yeah.
He's got relatives stuck in it, so he's living in the garage. Okay, we'll find out more about that. And you okay, Josh?
Yeah, I sneezed.
And we have the mystery of the exploding toilet.
Exploding?
the exploding toilet.
Yeah, cusses. Announcing just expletives coming out of
Hey, Lucy, you got some exploding to do.
That was cultural appropriation. I didn't get that.
Right now. I want to talk about food. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. The holidays will continue. We all get super busy. This is where HelloFresh comes in. A great time to try it. HelloFresh delivers, of course, fresh, delicious food to you. They have done the shopping. They have chef-crafted recipes, more than 35 every week to choose from, and you can switch sides and get this over there and that over there. It's great. And skip that trip to the grocery store and have some fun. They've done the measuring. They send you huge cards that tell you how to put the stuff together. Willie, give me an example of it.
One of my favorites, the sesame soy pork bowls with chili mayo, cilantro, and crispy onions. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put these together in 4 easy steps. In just under a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful rice dish from our friends at HelloFresh.
That's right. The ingredients are pre-portioned for your convenience. What kind of food are you into? They've even got vegan. They've got high, what's the word I'm looking for? They've got low carb. They've got low calorie. They've even got classic comfort food. Whatever you're into, they're going to have it. And once again, curated by expert chefs. Have those 20-minute meals real quick. Fun time in the kitchen. Great for date night, Josh. Get started today. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 70. That's right. It's a new code. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 70 to get 70% off and free shipping. This is their best offer ever. That code is BT Show 70, 70% off, free shipping at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 70. Have some fun and give yourself a break. Skip that trip to the grocery store. Fresh is from HelloFresh.com/BT Show 70. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Hey, if you are in the Western Illinois or East.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Thank you, Josh. Made my day. Could you get the phone for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hey, Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
I've enjoyed your Chick Has the Flu program.
Chick's got the flu. We've got Jeff Oskey sitting in for him.
Well, I heard you talking about adult bookstores a few minutes ago.
You know, Christy was talking about how she was in one.
You know, as a lifetime member of the Lions Den,
yes,
I've been through my fair share of adult bookstores. The hardest part is trying to get my rascal back through them thin hallways. 8 shows, of course, and then sometimes you'll have a fella headed out while I'm trying to head in. It's kind of like playing bumper cars. I have a hard time navigating in places like that in the scooter. Last time I kindly got stuck trying to head out. And I hit what I thought was a speed bump. It didn't have enough juice in my battery to get over it, so I called for the clerk. And he put the toenail clippers down and then raised the fuss about it. And I said, why the hell you raising the fuss? Put a speed bump right in the middle of an aisle, and I'm trying to get out. He explained it wasn't a speed bump, just a double donger that fell off the shelf. It worked like a set of stop sticks on my rascal. They've got just about everything in there. You know, I always enjoyed the selection of music, of course. Most of them play the hits of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. Something I like to do, walk out of an adult bookstore and act like you got gum on the bottom of your shoe.
Oh, yes.
Then pick it off and hold it up your nose and say, I can't believe it ain't butter.
Boy.
Pick a shine. Christy, I don't know if you've ever been to the Lion's Den, but we still got $12 left on the gift card I can send you.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
I recommend you wear your Crocs. Good night.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. If you're in the Cedar Rapids, Quad Cities, Burlington, or Des Moines area in Iowa, come on out for a night of comedy. This Saturday at Lebowski's Rockin' Bowl in Washington, Iowa. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
When I say America, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple. Mom, apple pie, and whole milk. They've been around forever. Let's hope that doesn't change. But did you know this country is actually importing whole milk? Why waste the money shipping milk from overseas when we've got the best darn fresh milk in the world right here on our own soil? You have a choice, America. So the next time you're in the market for milk, look for the flag. Old Glory Whole Milk. Old Glory Whole Milk stands alone. It's the best milk across the board.
Hey, fellas, I'm long-time over-the-road trucker, Floyd Tucker. The next time you crave whole milk, ask your fellow truckers where you can find Old Glory Whole Milk, and then ask if they're a cop. Take it from me, it's something else.
Old Glory Whole Milk. Just say when.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition News Desk.
Hi.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
Contemplating his belly button. There's Ace Cosby. Hey.
Are you an innie or an outie?
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
What's your name?
Any.
Yeah, I'm an innie.
I'm Chick McGee.
I'm fat.
Here's Tom.
What does that mean?
I don't know that there are any fat people with outies, unless
Really?
they've had some sort of surgery.
Well,
I would think the
Is
opposite
that-
would be true.
Yeah, me too. You pop like a turkey.
Yeah, you're right. Because when you get pregnant, they become outies, kind of, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Or at least evenies.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's a word. The Evenese, the people that live between. Never mind. We have Christy Lee, as you mentioned, sitting at the Poetry for Neanderthals, sort of the family edition.
Oh, look who's inside.
His own home.
Hello. I'm sorry, it's Reno Collier. I was
sorry.
just trying to say the family edition available at Walmart. Thank you very much.
Jesus.
Reno, you're out of your garage, as they say. What happened?
Everybody left, man. It's just a special day. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus on the air, but today is a great, fantastic day. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see all of you. I'm happy to not be breathing in gasoline while I'm doing this. It's wonderful.
All right. But now, those were relatives of yours, I gather?
Yeah.
Are they coming back for Thanksgiving? Or what's the story on Thanksgiving at your place?
Well, I'm going to Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm going to get to see my mom, who's in Virginia in a retirement type deal, and we're all going to get together and hang out. And I actually wrote a country fried take about Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Let's hear it. Go for it.
You'd like to hear it?
Absolutely.
As we all know, Thanksgiving is upon us, a time to get together with family and friends and remember our blessings. It's also a time to overeat, overdrink, and inevitably have a conversation go completely off the rails. Just to start, never feel alone if you look around the table and think, my family is totally jacked up. Everybody's is, I promise you. I didn't find out till later in life that we always had Thanksgiving at my Uncle Jim's because of his ankle monitor. But now my worry is my son. He loves saying stuff, setting the fire, then watching it burn. Last year, he looked at everyone at the table before we ate and said, all right, let's vote. Who thinks life begins at conception?
Oh, my God. That's a good boy right there.
That's a good one. So if you have one of these kids, there's only one way to handle it. The fear of embarrassment is kid kryptonite. I remember in high school, my dad told me to cut the grass before I had my girlfriend over for dinner. I blew it off. When I showed up with my girlfriend that night, my dad was mowing the grass, and he had on nut hugger terry cloth shorts, my stepmom's pink Victoria's Secret tank top, and flip-flops with black socks on, and he's yelling over the sound of the running mower, "That's a different girl than you had here last night." Check and mate.
Yeah.
I learned a valuable lesson that day. You have to teach your kids you'll go to a level they cannot compete in. Last year, my mom made a rule, absolutely no phones at the dinner table.
Oh, good.
Halfway through Thanksgiving dinner, my phone buzzed in my pocket. It was a text from my lazy-ass daughter that just said, "Pass the salt." My mom smacked me in the head and was like, "Why should these kids stay off their phones if their dad can't stay off their phones? I don't know why we have to blah, 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 blah." And my daughter laughed and laughed. So I confiscated her phone and sent my mom a text from my daughter that said, "Hey, Grandma, would it be cool for me to date my cousin, even though he's only 12?
My word.
You just have to get weird to end the battle abruptly." You know what I'm saying? And if there's a relative you absolutely cannot sit beside, at some point before you're seated, start a conversation with them and just say, "Other than the mild fever, chills, and cough, I feel pretty good." Does anybody else hear that ringing sound in their head? I promise you, they won't sit anywhere near you. And if you have elderly relatives, give them a list of buzzwords that if they hear, they'll know it's time to excuse themselves. Words like Kanye or Yee, Alec Baldwin, Will Smith, The View, Hannity, Epstein, Mr. Pelosi, Hunter Biden, Elon Musk. The list goes on, and you can make your own. And if you do have little kids, hit me up and DM me for my Aunt Lucille's mashed potato and Benadryl casserole recipe. And just remember, as you look around the table at the group of misfits, that they're your misfits. And as tough as the holidays can be, stop and breathe it in, because when they're gone, you will miss them. If you look hard enough, we all have something to be thankful for, and I'm thankful for all of y'all today. And if you happen to be by yourself at Thanksgiving, that can be something to be thankful for, too. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country pride.
Very nice.
Very good. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, was it Uncle Jim that had the ankle monitor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
and
awesome.
his house, he had this like the smallest house, and everyone's like, "Why do we keep coming here? People are sitting outside. Like, what is the?" Yeah.
Now,
Good guy, though.
We have a story. I want to read this to you because I know you've got your new dog, Reno. And I am currently, I have 2 new puppies at my house, Fletcher and Hattie. And so it's nonstop chaos. And I know that Chick McGee has a new puppy.
I have a new puppy, yeah.
Now,
She's a maniac, yes.
And the name of your puppy is?
Joey.
Joey.
Like Joey Heatherton.
I had found this article last week about the top trending dog names, but that article had I didn't believe it.
Okay.
And then I read it more carefully, and that's the top dog names that are based on food.
Right.
Which is a special category.
Right.
Do you want to go through some of those real quick? Because
Yeah.
I've also got the regular dog names here, too.
Okay, this is in 2022. The top trending food-related dog names are number 4, yerba.
Explain that to
me.
me.
Yerba mate, the tea.
I had no idea what that was.
No clue.
Number 3, pastrami.
Sweet.
Nobody's named their dog pastrami.
I love that. Huh. That's a good time.
Number 2,
So
sashimi.
hold on. Is yerba some kind of herbal?
Yeah, I'm sure you drink this. I'm sure Kelly makes it for you. Yerba mate. It's like a South American tea. It got super popular. It's kind of like matcha, maybe.
Okay.
That's kind of a newer version.
So is that kind of a pretentious thing to name your dog?
I have no idea. I've never heard of it until just now.
Let's not get hung up in the herbal. Another name?
Number 2, sashimi.
Ah, yeah.
And the top trending food-related dog name of 2022, according to Rover.com and popular pet sitter and dog walkers.
Rover.com.
Mhm. Hot pot.
I don't believe any of this.
I don't
do
either.
I don't believe anyone has a dog named
These are the
Hot
only
Pot.
people who answered.
Top trending names
Well,
for
I mean,
cats.
I get most of my political opinions from Rover.com because before I voted, I logged on to Rover, especially for the judges, because that's sort of a small. I didn't do much research.
Right. You want to do your
I want to
research.
know who to vote for here.
The top trending names for cats that are food-related. Number 5, tamale. That's kind of cute. I like that. S'more. Casserole.
Oh, God.
Cassie.
Number 2, green bean. And number 1, roll.
Roll?
No, what a stupid name for a cat.
Yeah.
Roly, 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 roly.
And aren't you supposed to, isn't it you're supposed to give animals a 2-syllable name, your pets?
Well,
It's
yeah,
easier for them
usually with a hard consonant, so it's easier for them to hear it.
distinguish. Okay. All right.
But what I didn't tell you, those were the top 5, right? Number 8 on the list, gravy.
Oh, that's my cat's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in the category of regular dog names, as opposed to food-related.
I'm sorry, Tom, real quick. Reno laughed when he heard that my cat's name was Gravy. You have something?
It just kind of, the gravy is funny, but like naming these names, I went to college with a kid named Hill, and he had a brother named Forrest. And I'm like, would your parents just look out in the backyard and start naming kids? Like, isn't there a better, I don't know, Gravy's just funny.
The reason my cat's name is Gravy is her sister was named Biscuit. And I went, oh, I should adopt the sister and be and call her Gravy. And that's what happened.
Well, when
and
you
she's
said
great.
Gravy, I pictured you and I and Oskay in that restaurant in Indiana when we did that show, that diner place.
Oh, yeah.
And the food and I'm sorry.
A lot of gravy?
Well, anything to give it some flavor.
You couldn't taste, there was no taste on anything. So it was just like, just put gravy on it. And that was, I don't even know what that was, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted. Go ahead.
That's okay. I'm very skeptical of this list. These are the top trending dog names. I'll just do the top.
Non-food related.
I don't think
Non-food related?
I don't think we've ever had a story about any poll that you've said, oh, that sounds good.
Tell me if you believe this.
All right.
Number 5, Kyna. Kyna.
I wonder what that is.
Kind of like this.
You're right.
Yeah, kind of like this.
Kind of like I'm out.
Kind of like a dog, kind of like a
It's like a
cat.
sign they would put up on a porn set that has no lube. Kyna.
KY? Nah.
Mirabelle.
You came up with that quickly.
Mirabelle for a dog?
Mirabelle, that's cute.
Okay. Mossberg.
Mossberg.
Isn't that like a shotgun?
I thought it was like a German death novel.
Yeah.
I thought it was an accountant.
Cassini. Isn't that
Oleg Cassini?
Isn't that some kind of a designer?
Wave.
And this is the number 1 trending dog name, Fezco.
Okay, this is Bullco.
Yeah, this is Bullco.
You can't do it without your fez on.
Now, 10
Fez
years
would be
ago,
kind of a fun name for
10
a
years
dog.
ago, the number 1 dog name was Bailey.
No, of course, yes.
Yeah, that's a great name for a dog.
I know a couple dogs.
But I find these lists, I don't believe a lot of these.
Fezco, I wonder where this stuff came from.
I don't know.
For all we know, it's like a super popular name on World of Warcraft or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, wait. Oh, here we go. Fezco is named after a character in the show Euphoria.
Oh.
Anyone ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It's on HBO.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
and then Ace, you'll like to know this. Mando is trending from The Mandalorian. Don't you have a cat named
Mandu?
Mandu, because
Cat Mandu.
That's hilarious.
It has been decreed. It's hilarious.
well, in any event, I'm somewhat skeptical.
Fezco was from the show Euphoria?
Yeah.
Is that one of the 14-year-old whores or whatever?
I don't know. I can't watch that show. It's a little rough for me.
Hey, Josh, how old are you? He's one of them 14-year-old whores.
Now, Josh,
God.
I want to read this one more. My new puppies are golden retrievers.
Of course.
According to this list, the top name for golden retrievers is Kula, Kula. I wonder what that's from. I'm skeptical.
This is like the Stranger Things list.
Yeah, what the hell are you
Get this
reading?
from? It's all
I'm
upside
telling
down.
you, we just don't know what there's an origin for these.
It says the origin. Or is this the same origin as the story you gave me earlier?
Yeah.
It's rover.com, which is based on pet sitters and dog walkers.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant the origin of Kula. I'm sure it's
Oh.
probably on some show.
Yeah, because these are probably young kids. Because
Right,
they're
right.
dog walkers or pet
These
sitters, they're
people
generally
don't
younger.
have lives that have time to answer the question when they get.
Well, that's all. That's true. That's
My
certainly
dog's
true.
name is Kula.
When I was in college, we lived in this apartment that was about 100 square feet, and my roommate had a golden retriever, and the dog just would knock everything down. And if my buddy's like, don't ever say hungry, like if you go, because the dog just goes berserk. You know, he knew it was time to eat. So he pissed me off one time. His girlfriend was over at our house, and the dog's just sitting there going crazy, just shaking, looking at her. And I go, hey, what was that country that used to be attached to Austria? And she's like, Hungary? And the dog's like,
Nice.
You'll like this one. Golden Doodles, beautiful little puppies.
Sure, I have a couple of those.
The number one name, Kimchi.
Oh, bull.
Kimchi. That's what it's. The number two name, Randy.
Kimchi makes sense. It's a Korean staple. So Golden Doodle goes very well with kimchi. From what I understand.
It's also a much better name than fermented cabbage. Come here, fermented cabbage.
I think they just had some intern write these and make them all up.
Here, go write a story.
Okay.
Keep yourself occupied.
Thank you very much. Well, Reno, now are you working anytime soon? What's your
I am.
schedule?
But they're all corporate gigs. I've got one in Charlotte, and I just did one in Cozad.
Spoken like
Nebraska.
an unbooked comedian.
Yeah, that's what we all say.
What?
Said spoken like
shut up, man. The money's great.
I know. I'm just jealous because I could never do it.
It's fantastic. And I'm doing a podcast with my buddy Steve Byrne called Comedy Pinata. We've got a whole bunch of them already in the can, and you can check it out if you want. We watch 3 comedians, and we kind of joke around and goof off and critique it. But then at the end, one of us gets shown. So if you blast somebody, you're going to get torched at the end.
Oh, okay.
But, it's fun, man. It's called Comedy Pinata.
A
with
white
Steve
guy
Byrne.
and an Asian comedian doing comedy pinata. All right.
I was going to say.
It's kind of like Harold
I didn't
Kumar.
say it. I let you do it. By the way, the most popular cat names last year: clam chowder, baklava, bacon bits, baked beans, and meaty.
Meaty.
Here, meaty. Here, boy. Okay, thanks, Reno.
See you, pal.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
You too.
everybody.
Terrific country fried tape.
Okay, now.
Yeah, those were the most popular new ones. Yeah, for cats.
Yeah, this lists are ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I like casserole for a cat. That's a very funny name.
It is funny.
Cassie.
Kitty casserole. Come here, casserole.
I do like the casserole.
Regardless of names, pets, wonderful.
Yes.
I want to remind you real quick, we wrap up Week 11 in the NFL officially tonight.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of piñata, am I correct in saying tonight's game is from Mexico City?
It is.
Who's
Niners and the Cardinals.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. And by the way, all of the games this NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. That includes tonight's, the Thursday nighters, the Sunday nighters, Thanksgiving.
$3.95.
Christmas tripleheader, the whole deal. You'll find them on the NFL app. WestwoodOneSports.com via Westwood One station streams, or ask Miss Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. Speaking of listening to great games, one of the great ways to listen to them is with those fantastic Raycon earbuds. Chick McGee brought these to my attention years ago.
Yes, I did. Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, useful features, and almost custom comfortable fit with those customized gel tips that fit every ear ever made. You got 54 hours of battery life, and they start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, Raycons makes gifting so easy with holiday gift guides for everyone in your life. Holiday gift guides, not holiday gift guys, although whatever. Or knock that list out all at once with Raycon. Get 30% off by shopping Raycon's holiday bundles. Everybody needs a pair of Raycons in their ears, whether it's for listening to music, taking work calls, maybe a workout playlist. You can find Raycon in stores now like Kohl's or Walmart, but you're always going to get the best deal when you use our special link at buyraycon.com/Tom. where they offer buy now, pay later options. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now and use the code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide, or save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's code EARLYBF at buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, a little bit of a history for you. Very exciting stuff, as always. Don't miss it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening.
Drink fast.
Okay, you got the rules now? All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Not Safe for Work edition.
Yes.
Of Poetry for Neanderthals.
All right.
Everybody's got their cards ready to go.
Right.
Yep.
Pat Godwin. Ace Cosby.
Got it.
Remember, one-syllable words are the key here. Chick McGee.
Ugh.
Okay. Josh Arnold.
Me got it.
Okay. That's fine. Christy Lee.
Yes, sir.
There you go. That's
you
very
know,
good.
that
This
would
is
be a
Tom
female caveman, wouldn't it? Yes. Ready.
Okay, here, you ready to go? Now, Chick, you're going to start.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I want you to
hints.
give us some hints.
Okay, now.
And we have to guess.
Your first word.
Give us the word, please.
Hole.
What?
Hole.
Vagina.
Face.
Mouth.
Close.
Nose.
Ear.
Eye socket.
What, can I say no?
Yes, that's a one-syllable word.
Tongue.
Throat.
Now, what, yes.
Okay, so now you try to get us to guess the second phrase.
Deep throat.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Well, someone jumped all over that one.
Boom.
Little deep throat from Christy Lee.
I don't want to brag, but those were amazing clues.
Yes.
Okay. Christy, you take a shot at it.
Twice.
Double.
2.
Twins.
Testicles.
Balls. Oh. Is that okay? Breath. Oh, boob.
No.
Gang.
No.
Stool samples.
Kidneys.
Three-way.
Coop.
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 What?
Cock.
Chick.
Cocks.
Chicken.
Little.
Small cocks. Smallpox.
Smallpox. Yes.
Is it smallpox?
It's got to be small.
Tell us.
No.
What's our hint? 2?
2. Twice.
Come.
Double dong.
2 twice small.
And coop.
Coop. Little.
I know.
Sports car.
Douche. Deuce.
Little
Yes.
deuce coop.
Deuce on my chest.
Deuce on my chest.
Drop a deuce.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's all right.
Wait a minute.
Wait, we made that up.
We tried to.
Drop a deuce.
It says drop a deuce.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
this is certainly not safe for work, but it's safe for radio.
Poetry for Neanderthals. Thanks, everybody.
In overtime, beating Denver 22-16. NBA winners last night: Phoenix, Washington, Sacramento, Cleveland, Golden State, Brooklyn, Denver, and the Lakers. Top 25 college basketball winners: number 1, North Carolina; number 2, Gonzaga; number 3, Houston; number 5, Baylor; number 12, Indiana; number 16, Virginia; number 20, Michigan; number 24, Texas A&M; and number 25, UConn all win. And 2 games last night in the NHL. Columbus beat Florida, and Pittsburgh over Chicago. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, this is Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. And if you're in the St. Louis area over the Thanksgiving weekend, come on out to the Funny Bone Wednesday, November 23rd through Saturday, November 26th. That's the Funny Bone in Westport, St. Louis, Missouri. And you can always find out where I'll be heading next by going to thatjosharnold.com.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have comedian Nick Griffin. Nick, you were saying that you were a communications major in college, but you have trouble communicating with people.
I think what my big problem is I don't care about the same things that other people care about, you know, and obviously I live in Hollywood, and there's constant entertainment news, and you just everywhere you turn, every little article in the grocery store line. Demi Moore, she has a career, 3 kids, and is going out with a 28-year-old hunk. How does she stay so fit? I don't know. She makes $10 million a movie. That might help. For that kind of money, she could hire a guy who did nothing all day but swat cookies out of her hand. Literally.
Oh, cookie.
Stop it. Stop it. Get a whole nother guy for cakes and pies.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Like, you can't get a regular cheeseburger in L.A. Like, if you get a cheeseburger at a restaurant in L.A., it's always a burger that was happily raised by the owner's barber, Jeff, spelled Geoff.
Of course, yeah.
I just want a cheeseburger. I want a burger made from a cow that was born and raised to be a burger. All right? I don't want a burger with dreams or hope. I want a burger that knew the deal. And I want a cheese that is 40% plastic. All right? I want a cheese that when I poop it out, I poop out a keychain.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Original Edition news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
2 songs today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half a song? Song and a half?
Barely.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
He works hard for his money.
Pat works harder than any of us. He comes in early. He writes these things.
I know.
In a room by
He
himself.
just busting balls. Is all he's doing.
Pat, we'll squeeze one in right now,
There's
Pat.
Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold on Chick. Here's Tom with his buddy Pat.
Okay, Pat.
Lover Pat. He's got a great album out.
Have you guys ever kissed on the mouth?
Ever.
Maybe in London once.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Even like there's two hot chicks and you guys can kiss, so then they get a kiss.
Right.
That's always a fun deal.
After a good Roger in the hotel.
Did you ever do that, Dad? Did you ever kiss Pat?
Boom.
How about today, right now? Kiss Pat.
Kiss Pat. Kiss Pat.
I love Kiss Pat.
Why don't we squeeze another song? What do you feel like playing?
Squeeze his head.
How about the
I got long ones left here.
Single Dad Thanksgiving
You want to hear
tribute?
that one? Sure.
I love that song.
All right, here we go.
Pat is a single dad. He's a great dad to his son Jimmy.
I'm all alone without my son this Thanksgiving. Memories of better times I'll be reliving. But I won't spend the whole day moping. I'm going to Pancho's, the only restaurant open. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place. Single dad Thanksgiving. I'll have a few margaritas and drunk text the ex. Enjoy that turkey, ... You're no boyfriend, I'm eating Tex-Mex. Oh, next week I go to court. My ex-esposa wants mucho support. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place. Single dad Thanksgiving. So, Pancho, give me a taco with all the trimmings. I'll shed a tear on my shredded beef and cheese and save room for churros this Thanksgiving. I'll have a tequila and make a turkey with my hand. It's just me and the mariachi band. It looks like I'm headed for trouble. The single dad is seeing double. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place with salsa all over my face. I'm having dinner at a Mexican place. Single malt Thanksgiving.
Cha-cha-cha. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Thank you.
And now we have a couple things we have to get to here. This is very important.
Time now for Today in history.
I think I got one you probably don't know about.
And after that, we'll have things we learned today on the show.
1864 on November 21st, it was the Battle of Griswoldville, Georgia.
Is that right?
Boy.
The first battle of Sherman's March to the Sea. A Union Army brigade fought 3 brigades of Georgia militia at Griswoldville, near Macon, Georgia.
Have you been?
No, I was not aware of this.
Griswoldville.
Yeah.
Willie, that's your roots.
Wow. 1871, the first human cannonball.
Into the pool or out of a...
Mr. Emilio Ora is fired out of a cannon.
First fair question, Christy.
They got really goofy after the Civil War. Things got really serious and then got really goofy.
Oh, what are we going to do with these things? I have no idea.
And it's like a magic trick, right? It's not really a...
There are typically springboards, right?
But still, it's dangerous.
Well, I'd like to do it.
We had who was the rock star that had
Jesse James.
Yeah, Jesse James Dupree did it.
Yeah, that fabulous.
And then we had a guy. Remember the one in England? There's a video you could see of a guy in England that missed the net.
Oh, is he okay?
No.
No.
Did not end well.
I won't watch that video.
He talks funny
now. Let's see. Well, on this date, John and Yoko posed nude for that famous cover.
A lot of hair.
Yeah, woo,
very sinewy.
Yeah, this is hard to believe. In 1989, the law banning smoking on domestic flights was
what year?
Enacted. 89.
Wow.
Unbelievable that people were just smoking.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I can remember that.
Yeah, the old iron lung in the sky.
Sure.
And, of course, what I always loved was smoking or non-smoking.
Yes.
As if that barrier of nothing is somehow going to not protect you. Oh, the guy in front of me was smoking, but all that air was being sucked out.
Willie, do you remember... Did you when you were growing up, when you went to a restaurant, did they say smoking or non-smoking?
Yeah, and then first available Tom over there was always making sure my little lungs were going nuts.
Oh, yeah, sometimes you would just go first available. You're right.
Right. Yeah.
Oftentimes you would say first available.
Yeah, that's what you usually say at the whorehouse, right?
That's right, first available. You don't have to...
Do you smoke after sex?
I've never looked.
Happy birthday, Voltaire. Of course, Voltaire is going to be the name of that new airline that has electric airplanes.
Sure.
Wait, there's a joke there somewhere.
There's a joke there somewhere. Let's see. The late, great Harold Ramis, born in the state in 1944. The man was a genius. Happy birthday, Goldie Hawn, born in 45. Bjork, singer, born in 65. Happy birthday.
Musical artist.
Okay.
Quiet. I love that song.
Troy Aikman, born in the state in 1960, one of your favorites.
Oh, sure. Good tennis player.
And Michael Strahan, who's now a television personality.
Mind the gap.
Thank you.
He parts his teeth in the middle.
And finally, born in 1985 in the state, Carly Rae Jepsen, famous for...
Call Me Maybe.
Great song.
He looked at me for the answer, Willie.
How about you say something?
And I didn't know it, so thank you.
Say something.
Said that was a great song.
She has a fun song with Owl City.
Things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show. Tom, we got things to do, Josh.
Oh,
okay.
Tom went to an NFL game on Sunday, and a Philadelphia fan smelled bad.
No.
And drank 7 beers without peeing.
No. The Philadelphia fan was a fine gentleman.
Well,
somebody else smelled
beers
bad. The B.O. King was sitting next to him.
Oh, wow.
B.O.
Who drank
King.
at least 6 beers and never went to the toilet. I don't know. The guy, I got to hand it to the guy.
Just don't go to the games. Just
I enjoyed it.
For people that want to go.
I had a great time.
You know, that is the question. Why did you go?
I had a great time. Why are you guys putting me down?
I'm not. I'm glad you went. I'm glad you took the girls. Yeah, I'm sure you had a...
The girls had a great time.
Yes.
Will you go back?
Sure. It was my second one this year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. It was fun. And is Things We Learned brought to you by our friends at Napa?
No, it's not, or I would have said that. Well, they took it out, so they keep me from reading it when it's taken out.
They don't do this on other radio shows.
Fellas, this is an off-air meeting.
No joke.
See, here's the problem. He doesn't trust me.
I know he doesn't trust me.
He doesn't trust any of us.
None of us. Granted,
None of us
sometimes
know
we
how to
do
do our
untrustworthy
job.
You would
things.
trust Chick?
I trust him more than I trust myself.
I'm sorry, back to you.
We got an email from Nick in Canada, loves our show, longtime listener, even though Tom and Christy left our show. So
That's right.
It's translated from the French.
We haven't figured that out. Be sure to thaw your turkey. But if you don't thaw it, you'll be sorry. Josh brought me some cheese popcorn.
You're very welcome.
Left in his hotel room.
Given to me.
Maybe 6-7 kernels.
Oh, that's a whole
I hope you
week's
enjoyed
worth.
it, man. Thank you.
Chick called Josh a pussy for being scared to open his brown and served biscuits on a granite counter.
You don't have to open the brown and serve, but I know what you mean, yeah.
The Pillsbury.
I use a spoon. I don't bang it against the counter like an animal. Like a chimp given...
And the horrible thing that happened, someone has been screwing around in our studio over the weekend, and Tom's not happy about it.
There's some stains I can't explain.
Yeah, somebody came on his chair, I guess, or something. I don't know what's happening.
I came up on a Griswold chair.
Okay, that's enough.
That is enough.
That's sacrilege. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.